Well. So we got our first preseason game for the Dallas Cowboys in 2026. And I believe that we got a lot more than we even bargained for. We were looking for certain players. Some of those players delivered. We were looking for some players, and some of those players, they exceeded all expectations. But the thing that I am most impressed about is the job that Brian Schottenheimer and Christian Parker have done in preparing this defense. Yes, the defense. And it wasn't even the first team defense. Preparing this defense, what looks like to be for bigger and better things in 2026. Oh man. Boy, we got a lot to talk about. Let's talk Cowboys. It's time to talk facts. What is going on, Cowboys Nation? What is going on? I'm about to tell y'all why we should be absolutely excited about what we saw tonight. Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G. I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And by the way, we are live. And if you haven't become a channel member, subscriber yet, what in the world are you waiting on? We got a lot of great things coming up this season. Let's talk facts. Cowboys Nation. This is how we're gonna do this today. This is kind of our first postseason show of the day. So of the year. So we're gonna break this one down this time into like 5 categories. 5 categories. So I wanna go back and look at the box score. We'll look at the big plays, the takeaways, and see if we get some interviews tonight from Brian Schottenheimer and others, and whatever else comes up about the Cowboys, we'll talk about that also. But very simple show tonight. Very simple show. Box score, big plays, takeaways, interviews, others. Let's go. Let's get it. It's roll call time. Hey. Cowboys Nation. Awesome game. Absolutely awesome game. And I'm gonna tell you every reason why. Let's see who was in the chat today. And depending upon how many in here, we might not be able to get everybody in. So we're gonna give it to the end of this song. 70s Fan Show in the building. What up, 70s Fan Show? He said, I'll say overall, we were really good. We kept the Seahawks in check, and we put the NFL on notice. Go Cowboys. What up, Marvin Mays? He said he liked the way defense showed up. Slow start, but big finish. Yeah. 70s Fan Show, welcome to the show. Yeah, Camden Brown, we're going to talk about him tonight. Giovanni Brown. What's going on, Giovanni Brown? Yeah. Red Zone looked good. Looked really good. Tommy Solo in the building. Brandy's in the congregation. What up, Brandy? I guess we can kind of call these Cowboys out the door. I guess we can kind of call it that. Dolores Ennis is in the building. What is going on? Everett in the building. We them boys in the building. Brown had a game, didn't he? Katharina Kiss in the building. What's going on? Chuck Dunaway. What is going on? Good to see you tonight. Big Moss Dog in this thing. What up, Big Moss Dog? What's going on with Tony Jones? Good to see you. Deion Jefferson in the building. Brave Cowboys. What's going on? You at work tonight? Good to see you. Yeah. What's going on, DJ the Rain Man? What's going on? DJ the Rain Man in the building. What's going on, Steel Hero? Good to see you. All right, some of the things y'all are talking about in the chat, we're gonna talk about those tonight. Dexter Scott, he says, welcome to Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Come in, hit the like button, let your opinion be heard. Please keep the chat clean. What's going on, Dexter Scott? Demetrius Noel is in the building. It's that Sax guy. What's going on? A Crown. What's going on, A Crown? What's going on? Quinn is in here. What up, Quinn? Yeah, when we talk facts. Paul Williams, he said top 10 defense is going to be top 10 defense this year. Wade Graham, what's going on? Good to see you. Gregory Hicks, Q-Town dude, there will be blood, D-Cuz whirling. What's going on? Yeah. Mike Nickens, Jeremy Betts, Juice Main, Charles Moon. We about to get into this. Yeah. It's time to, Mango look good, but not good enough. Stephen River, what's going on? Larry Stroud, Kimberly Hunt, what's going on? Good to see you. Timothy Johnson in here. Oddball, JC, Marquise Sosa, Sandra Horn, what's going on? Gabe Robinson, True Cowboy, what's up? Azteca, Smoke Cold Podcast. What's going on? The defense is different. Yes, the defense is different. Lost in translation. What is going on? Gregory Hicks, Doomsday on the way. Spoony Dog, Mr. Get Dirty. Mr. Get Dirty, that defense was dirty today. Yeah, D Texas. Yeah, good goal line stance. Brock RTR, CGW, Frank Lawrence in the building. What up, Frank Lawrence? Miss Abstract Notary, Michael Lee in the building. What's going on, Michael Lee? What's going on, my sister Lisa Worley? What's up, my brother Terrell Senior? Me No Money. What's going on? All right, Terrence Washington, Rufus the Texridian. Good to see y'all back. I can tell it's football season. 5 points of the star. What's going on? What's going on, Shannon? Good to see you. Derek Rose in the building. Brave Cowboys fan said his wife is asleep on the couch. So yeah, we going to bed. I said, nope, I'm staying up to listen to the preacher preach. What's up? JCG Slice. He said, awesome game, I like it. I think we can be special, bro. Eagles have some issues, no doubt. I think we got it, bro. Shady was already hating and turned it off. Hey, you know they got to stay on the Cowboys, man. All right, man. I'll greet everyone else as we kind of get this thing going. Real estate vet, Q-Ball is in the building. Will the Fourth, what's going on? David Ross, what is going on? C-Mo, what's going on, C-Mo? Marlon Dillon, Miss Matrix is in here. What's going on? Miss Matrix. Yeah. Okay, you said you see your thoughts. Okay, I got you. You said they at the top. All right. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Best chat on YouTube. All right. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you already haven't. And what I will do going forward for anybody who may be on the cell phone screen, the vertical stream, if you want to get on the horizontal stream, I'm going to put that link in the description. I believe one of those is the horizontal stream if you want to get on that. So let me go up real quick. Katharina Kiss. Katharina Kiss says she had a lot of things to say here. I didn't see. Let me see. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Katharina Kiss Since you brought them to my attention. They must be important since you brought them to my attention. Let me see if I can find them, Miss Matrix. Miss Matrix says she has said a few things here. Now, Miss Matrix, you may have to copy and paste for me, because I don't see them. Yeah, I'm going through real fast, and I don't really see them. Do me a favor. Copy and paste them, and let me see what you talk. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, I don't see it. It says, yeah, top bed comment. Okay, copy and paste it for me, Miss Matrix. Let's see what we're talking about here. All right. So, there's so many different ways that I could go with this because it all kind of works out the same way. I'm going to mix everything that I'm going to talk about, even though I got these different categories. I'm going to actually start out with the takeaways. I'm going to start out with the takeaways. And then I'm going to come back to the takeaways because we're going to weave those takeaways into everything that we're going to talk about tonight, if that makes sense. So let's go to the takeaways first, because my takeaways are kind of my thoughts as I was watching the game.
Yes! Here we go!
So I'm going to work these throughout the remainder of the live stream. And I want to kind of see where you guys are with this too. Because I'm really excited about a lot of the things that I saw. But I also know that there is more to see. One of the takeaways from today, and I don't know if y'all kind of got this when y'all were kind of watching the game, but I'm going to give you a powerful takeaway that people may not be realizing. Takeaways. Number one, in no specific order. We do realize that Drew Lock is a lower end, let's say lower end, but he's a very good, and I mean Drew Lock is a very good backup quarterback. The Seattle Seahawks were not just playing any backup quarterback. They were playing Drew Lock against the Dallas Cowboys' third string, probably what I would call not the second string defense, probably more of the 2.5 to 3.5 defense, if that makes sense. We were playing our 2.5 to 3.5 defense, especially in the first half. We were playing our 2.5 defense against what I believe was the 2.0 offense of the Seahawks. Yeah, the 2.0. Kevin Lee, you said Voch just shouted me out. Okay, shout out to Voch Lombardi, the GOAT. Yeah, shout out to Voch Lombardi. We played the 2.5. We were the 2.5 defense, went into the 3.5 defense, playing the 2.0 offense of the Seahawks. I want us to keep that in mind. Now, why am I saying that part? Because the quarterback, Sam Howell or Howell and Jaden Blue, and I want to get this in particular about these two players. They played against a tougher part of the defense. Not only did they play against a tougher part of the defense, let's keep this in mind. The offensive line in the first half, they were not blocking as well. Their pad level wasn't right. Their pad level, they were not getting in and really taking command of the line of scrimmage. So when I look at Howell and when I look at Jaden Blue, understand what they were going against. They were going against a tougher defense than Joe Milton and those guys in the second half. Understand that part. Because in these preseason games, we all know how these preseason games go. In these preseason games, the competition gets worse as the game goes on. The competition gets worse as the game goes on. So the Seahawks came out in the beginning of the game and they were punching the Cowboys in the face somewhat. And I don't think he was quite ready for that punch in the face. And when I think about Jaden Blue, I was very disappointed in the way Schottenheimer used Jaden Blue. I was very disappointed because he continuously ran Jaden Blue in between the tackles. I understand what Schotty is doing. And I'm going to give Schotty a break on this part. I'm not going to criticize Brian Schottenheimer as if this is the first real game of the season. It was a preseason game. I'll tell you something else I took away from this as I'm looking at Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue is a part of the plan. I don't care what happens. He's a part of the plan. But I also realized that Brian Schottenheimer was not letting it be known everything he's going to run, in particular with Jaden Blue. He wasn't opening up the offense. You didn't see a whole lot of motion. You didn't see a whole lot of anything. So you can tell that Brian in the play calling it seemed like he was, I don't even think it seemed like, he was holding back. Even when you think about Jaden Blue, understand what they were looking for. And I want people to be careful because, I heard the guys in the pre-show, they were talking about, a bunny conda. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Oh, a bunny conda. And they were talking about Malik Davis. Calm down. The Cowboys are looking for very specific things from Jaden Blue. Understand that part. They're looking for very specific things with Jaden Blue. And I got a strange feeling. You want to know why they were running Jaden Blue between the tackles? Does anybody remember something we said about Jaden Blue the other day? Remember we were talking about Jaden Blue needs to hold on to the ball? What's the best way to determine if Jaden Blue can hold on to the ball? You're going to run Jaden Blue right between the tackles. You're going to run him right into the teeth of the defense. You're going to run him in ways to where it is required that Jaden Blue shows you that he can hold on to the ball. Not only did they want to show you that he could, this is what they're looking for with Jaden Blue. They already know he's fast. They already know he's quick. They already know he's explosive. They already know he's a big play back. This is not what they're looking for with Jaden Blue. They want to see, can he take a pounding? Can he take a licking and keep on ticking? Can he run through the A gap and the B gap when they need him to and not fumble the ball? Understand what you're watching. If Brian Schottenheimer wanted to get Jaden Blue free, Brian Schottenheimer could have got Jaden Blue free, and we saw a glimpse of it. Jaden Blue on that screen. Jaden Blue on that screen, I'm telling you, it is a sign of things to come. Jaden Blue is a part of the plan. Don't worry about Jaden Blue. Everybody is thinking that this is a battle for the number 2 running back spot. I'm telling y'all right now, they'll have to prove me wrong on this. I don't think Jaden Blue is in the running for the second running back. Jaden Blue is going to be his own thing. He's going to be his own thing. I want you to look at Jaden Blue like this going forward. Jaden Blue is the bigger Kevontae Turpin. He is the bigger Kevontae Turpin. He will be the change of pace back. He'll be the gadget back. He'll be anything you name. Jaden Blue is going to have his own thing. I'm not concerned about Jaden Blue. Takeaway, Phil Mafah. I'm very concerned about Phil Mafah. Phil Mafah, not on the field last year. Phil Mafah off the field last year with an injury. Phil Mafah gets on the field in this preseason game. Do y'all realize Phil Mafah left the game with an injury? Phil Mafah left the game with an injury. Your best ability is availability. Now, again, I see some comments. I like what you say. Keep in mind, Jaden Blue looked good. I guarantee you Schotty's going to tell you the same thing. Jaden Blue looked good. Jaden Blue passed the test that the Cowboys wanted him to pass tonight. I truly believe he did. They were not looking for explosiveness. They were not looking for, and they would have been glad they would have got the big play. They didn't even try for the big play. No, we want to see, can we run Phil Mafah between the tackles and he can hold on to the rock? Can we send him into the teeth of the defense and he hold on to the rock? Can he take a beating and still play in the game? What does his endurance? Jaden Blue was great tonight. For what the Cowboys were looking for, Jaden Blue passed the test. So don't sweat Jaden Blue. Who I'm concerned about is Phil Mafah. You are truly the backup of, he's the backup. He's what you want to be the backup. He is a big running back. But I'm sorry. I love Phil Mafah, but he's got to show some durability. He's got to show some durability. Phil Mafah has got to show some durability. Phil Mafah left the game with a chest injury. Don't nobody know what it is. Don't know if it was major, minor, or whatever it is. But this is why Phil Mafah didn't see any more action. Your best ability is availability. T. Martin, he was only okay if you were looking for a certain. Let me repeat that. He played against the better defense. The Seahawks had most of their number twos, if not all of them, in against Jaden Blue. By the time those other running backs got on the field, those were the third stringers. Those were the third stringers. Yes, they were. They were the third stringers. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Brian Schottenheimer said it at halftime. The offensive line was not blocking well in the first half. They were not. Brian Schottenheimer said this. They could barely protect Sam Howell. They were not, you got to understand, we're not comparing apples to oranges. We're comparing that, oh, they look better. No. Jaden Blue played, and even Sam Howell played against the tougher defense. He absolutely did. And Brian Schottenheimer said as much. The offensive line in the first part of the game, they did not block well. They didn't. And it showed. They did not block well. They did not block well. Because I noticed that Sam Howell, could barely go through his progressions. Sam Howell was basically doing all the underneath thing. And Howell actually didn't make great throws. Michael Trigg and Camden Brown made great catches. They made great catches. He didn't make great throws. But again, just understand what you're watching. They were not asking Jaden Blue to come into the game and rush for 100 yards. That isn't what they wanted from Jaden Blue. All they want Jaden Blue to do is to show them that he's not going to put the ball on the ground, that he can block, that he can block in pass coverage, that he's durable, that he knows what he's doing, and he can do everything they're asking him to do. That's all they're doing. That's all they were asking of Jaden Blue. So I know a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, Babani Conda, he looked better than Jaden Blue. Yeah, against the third and fourth string. That's taking nothing away from Abani Conda. But just understand what you're looking at. In these preseason games, the talent gets worse as the game goes on. And that's why in a lot of these preseason games, a lot of people don't watch the second half because they know you're putting in third and fourth stringers, guys who are not even going to be on the team. Again, Jaden Blue was fine. Now, I will say, another takeaway, I do think the Cowboys may need to consider they might need a little bit more depth on their offensive line. If I were the Cowboys, again, I would be looking at depth on the defense, on the offensive line. Not only would I be looking for depth on the offensive line, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm looking for depth on the defensive line. I'm looking for depth on the offensive and defensive line. Why do I say that? Because that second line is what was going up against Seattle in that first half, and they didn't look too good. They didn't look too good. They really didn't. They didn't look too good. And again, I'm telling you, Blue ran good. Blue ran good. So let me see here. And I won't take anything away. I also want to say this. I'm not going to take anything away from Malik Davis. Looked good. The competition wasn't as good when he was on the field. But I'm going to tell you why I'm not even worried about Malik Davis. The guys, even at the beginning of the game, said the same thing. The Cowboys know what Malik Davis is. They're actually not looking at Malik Davis. What they saw today, they're saying that's what Malik Davis is. And they're saying that Malik Davis, that's the ceiling. This is literally what they're saying about Malik Davis. This is why you almost see, almost every time they have Malik Davis on the team, they cut him, practice squad, all these things they've done to Malik Davis over these last few seasons. It's not that they're saying that Malik Davis is bad. They're saying he's reached his ceiling. And they're telling you he's good, but he isn't great. He isn't great. Malik Davis actually could have not suited up today. Everybody's saying he's in the running for the running back too. I don't think he is. They already know what he is. They want somebody with a higher ceiling than Malik Davis. They don't think he has a high ceiling. So again, Malik Davis looked like Malik Davis. Malik Davis is good enough that the only way you bring somebody in Dallas is that you bring somebody in Dallas better than Malik Davis. Because I'll be honest with you, Traeshon Corbin, don't think he's better than Malik Davis. Abani Conda might be faster, don't think he's better than Malik Davis. They already know what Malik Davis is. But keep in mind, they're only going to keep 3 running backs. And I got a strange feeling if Phil Mafah doesn't keep his butt healthy, we're going to be looking at the same 3 running backs we were looking at last year. Javonte Williams, Malik Davis, and more Jaden Blue. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. Because Phil Mafah can't stay healthy. Phil Mafah can't stay healthy. Let me go back. I want to read some of your comments. Phil Mafah can't stay healthy, and that isn't good. Your best ability is availability. And that is a serious, serious, serious problem as it applies to him. Let me go back. I want to see if I can catch the comment from, okay, here we go. Miss Matrix. Miss Matrix said the good. Milton looked better. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Schotty clock management was top tier 2 to close out the game. Miss Matrix, this game blew by. Yes, very good clock management. Defense stood tall on that 4 and out on that Traeshon Holden turnover. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Brown looked like a star. Brown looked like a star. A few rookies made some good plays. Okay, Brown. Camden Brown, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Camden Brown. I'm giving Camden Brown his own section. I'm giving Camden Brown his own section, and I'm going to tell you why the Camden Brown thing, why we should be excited about him. Marvin May said we have to work on the penalties. Yes. I'm going to talk about those in just a moment. April Showers. Yes. Brian Schottenheimer. April Showers. I'm going to give Brian Schottenheimer the benefit of the doubt on Jaden Blue. He used him as a downhill back, and I didn't like it. That is not what Jaden Blue is. He can be used like that, but that's not what he is. You got to give him more of what he is and stop trying to use him like Javonte Williams. Martin, I thought he did okay tonight. He had a couple of moments there. I thought he was all right. Jeremy Betts, yes, very vanilla. Very vanilla. So they're not going to show us everything they're going to do with Jaden Blue. Yeah, very basic play calling. Terrell Sr., yep. Didn't show his hand in the preseason. Exactly. Brave Cowboys, this is exactly where I am. Jaden Blue passed the test. They know Jaden. I want y'all to understand this. They know what Jaden Blue is as far as his explosiveness. What they're concerned about is durability and toughness. That's what they're worried about. Will he put the ball on the ground at some of the worst times? He was okay. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, April Showers, the running back room, they're still figuring it out, but I do think it is figured out. Conda in order, because people said he's in the running for running back too. No, he's not. I don't think he is yet. I don't think he is. What he did was against the second half team. That doesn't mean that Conda can't run, because he can. He's in the league. But I don't think he's better than Malik Davis. Because even though Malik Davis, and I think Malik got some running in the second quarter and then got some running in the third quarter. If I look at Malik Davis and I look at Conda, no, Malik Davis was better than Conda. He ran against both defenses, if I'm not mistaken. He looked better than Conda. Absolutely. Demetrius Noel said, I'm not sure what Schotty and the OCs were doing in the first half. Yeah, Demetrius Noel. The play calling in the first half versus the second half was totally different. I posted it on X tonight. It was totally different. It almost looked like Clayton Adams was calling the plays in the first half and Brian Schottenheimer was calling the plays in the second half. I mean, it looked so different. It absolutely did. It looked so different. It did. Rodney said, why people keep asking if Blue can get dirty yards when there are 3 different options for dirty yards. You make a great point. They know what he is. All they want to see is he tough? They want to toughen him up. CGW said they're going to use Blue via contact, ball security, consistency, but game 2 will be different. Hopefully starters play at least one series against Arizona. Not happening. You can forget about it, CGW. Starters aren't playing. Yeah, Buttersoft, Blue looked much improved. Again, I don't think a lot of people are realizing it, but he did. Because you can tell what they were doing. If they wanted to break Blue open, they could have broke him open. I'm telling you, if Schotty wanted to break that man open, he could have broke him open. Let me get my super chats in. Frank Lawrence, appreciate the super chat. Frank Lawrence, Michael Trigg, he said whoever said Michael Trigg can't block talking to you. He blocked tonight. He still needs some work, but he blocked tonight. He did. Byron Joe DeVee, Camden Brown, OMG. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. We're gonna give him his own little thing there. But yeah, for y'all, in case y'all didn't know it, Phil Mafah didn't pass tonight. Phil Mafah did not pass tonight. He didn't pass. Because he left the game, if it's being reported right, he left with an injury. Yeah, he left with an injury. Hey, Quinn, I thought he got pushed around a little bit. He made a great play in the first quarter, but then I thought he got pushed around a little. I thought he got pushed around a little bit. I really do. I think he got pushed around a little bit. Yeah, Brady, I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. Penalties. Yeah, because they're still there. Yeah, Darren, and this is the problem, Darren. They know what Malik Davis is, and they're saying what we're watching is the ceiling. And they want somebody to exceed that ceiling. This is one of the reasons why I believe Malik Davis is going to be a part of the plan. Because in the grand scheme of things, man, a Bunny Conda doesn't look better than him. I thought Malik Davis, because he played against the first half, if I'm not mistaken, he played against the first half, he played against the second half. And Malik Davis, he looked good. He looked good against both of them. He looked good. Yeah, I'm with you, Terrence Washington. I'm pulling for Phil Mafah, but he got to stay on the field. Tyrone Church, the defense is legit. I'm going to bring it up in just a moment. Yeah, and again, Tyrone Church, and we're talking about Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue is his own thing. And I think that's what people are missing. They're saying he's in the running for the running back too, but I don't think he is. I think Jaden Blue is his own thing. Yeah, Brandy, bounce him outside. Yeah, they're going to use him. They're going to use him. Doomsday said the red zone defense was good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yes, it looked really good. Israel CGW, I think Bunny Conda will be practice squad again. I think he'll be practice squad again. Hey, Amber Soprano, what's going on with you? Yeah, I thought Maurice did a good job, but then I thought he got pushed around a little bit. Maurice Leofau, I think he needs bigger plays. He's up against the wall. He's up against the wall. He's got to get more plays. More plays. All right. Let me get a couple of more things in here on my takeaways. And this all play into what we're going to talk about tonight. So, another takeaway in no particular order. Kalen Carson. I'm sorry. I know the Cowboys want Kalen Carson to be good. Kalen Carson isn't good enough. I just don't think Kalen Carson is good enough. Kalen Carson had 3 pivotal penalties, and all 3 of the penalties extended drives. Kalen Carson, I'm sorry. I want to see more Josh Butler. I want to see Devin Moore. I want them to stop trying to make Kalen Carson into a good cornerback. Put him on the practice squad or something. But let's stop wasting time on Kalen Carson. We've seen Kalen Carson for 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. This is the 3rd season. And we're continuing to watch the same thing with Kalen Carson. Devin Moore didn't play tonight, Christian. I hope he plays the next game. Kalen Carson, he's number, if I'm not mistaken, Snap Debates TV, he was the one that has the unmitigated gall to wear number 21. I mean, come on, man. You wearing number 21? Slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll. Yeah, it's time for Carson to get up out of here, man. 411 Shirley, what's going on? 411 Shirley, you always welcome. What's going on? Yeah, Quinn, the seatbelts ain't working, man. Yeah, Carson got the mitigated gall to have number 21, man. I used to say to my sons in high school that anybody who wears number 21, anybody that wears number 21, I'm sorry, I'm putting them through an extensive test when you start running up in here talking about you want numbers like that. Number 21. Shoot. I'm about to put you through the, man, I'm about to put you through the ringer. You ain't wearing 21. You ain't wearing 21. Playing like 41, whoever 41 is. You ain't wearing 21 playing like 41. All right. Another takeaway. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I'm going to give this kid credit, and I don't think anybody was paying attention to him. Anthony Smith, the wide receiver we drafted, Anthony Smith. This dude is fast. Yeah, he fast. I like Anthony Smith. If I'm looking at the Cowboys depth chart, Anthony Smith has moved above Jonathan Mingo for me. He's moved above Mingo. Mingo has got to show more, Cowboys Nation. Mingo is one of these guys that it's like we're looking at, every time we're looking at him, we see the ceiling. They need somebody with a higher ceiling. They really do. Anthony Smith looked really good tonight, if y'all didn't notice. He looked really good. Really good on those wide receiver. Looks like they're implementing quite a few wide receiver screens and whatever else they were doing with the wide receivers. You can tell Anthony Smith, man, he got some juice. Anthony Smith looked really good. I guarantee you they're going to tell you Anthony Smith looked good, especially for what he did. He looked good. And this man right here, I'm sorry. Camden Brown. Camden Brown absolutely ate. Camden Brown was the MVP of the game, Cowboys Nation. And Camden Brown has catapulted himself into the 5th wide receiver spot for the Cowboys, if you ask me. He worked his way to get first team snaps in practice last week. He came out in this game. He not only scored a touchdown against their second team defense, he came out in the second half and he had an incredible one-handed grab even against the third and whatever 3.5 defense. Stop playing with this man. Stop playing with Camden Brown. Camden Brown is balling against the Cowboys' first team defense. He balling against Christian Parker defense. He balled against the Seahawks second team and third team defense. Camden Brown, 2 touchdowns, 3 catches, 62 yards. And Sam Howell, that was a terrible throw, but an incredible catch. Incredible catch by Camden Brown. I'm telling y'all right now, Camden Brown possesses some of that, dare I say, George Pickens ilk. Yeah. And what do I mean by George Pickens ilk? High pointing of the football. You can't teach that. You can't teach what this Camden Brown kid is doing. And when you look at Camden Brown, man, this kid is a big wide receiver. Camden Brown ain't no regular size wide receiver. This dude is a big wide receiver. Camden Brown, player of the game, MVP for me. MVP. I mean, spectacular catches. And Patrick Walker made a very powerful point on X. Patrick Walker said, this dude, Camden Brown, didn't just make a name for himself tonight. Camden Brown has been doing this all through training camp. Camden Brown is one of them. He one of them. Yeah. Camden Brown is one of them. Man, the Cowboys got him one, man. I'm telling you. They got him one. They got them one right here. This dude going to be a problem. Camden Brown, before it's all said and done. Let me tell y'all something. Ryan Flournoy is the number 3 receiver. Camden Brown will be pushing Ryan Flournoy all during the season. Oh, I said it. I said it. I said it. I'm telling you, you're hearing it from me. This dude is him. He's him. Yeah. Joey Timberlake, I said, look out for Brown. Yeah. I saw some of the things he was doing in practice. I'm telling us, Camden Brown is him. Christian, hey, let me tell you something, Christian Kreiner. Don't say it. Don't say it. You know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to go there yet, Christian. But I tell you this, a wide receiver like Camden Brown, I mean, man, I'm just telling you, you want a receiver like this in case something doesn't go the way that you want it to go. Camden Brown is scary. I think he needs another couple of years. But this dude is absolutely scary. He's scary, man. He is scary the way he's doing things out there. He's scary. Derrick Rose, he said Camden Brown didn't get the memo that he's UDFA. Man, I bet you teams after tonight, they're looking at Camden Brown going, what in the world were we thinking? What were we thinking? How did this guy slip through the cracks? I got to do some research on Camden Brown. It makes no sense that Camden Brown was an undrafted free agent. I got to do some research on this dude. I don't look at a lot of college football, but I don't understand how a wide receiver this good, how in the world does Camden Brown get to the Dallas Cowboys as a UDFA player? Crazy. It's crazy. Oh, now backbreaker. Camden Brown, this ain't got nothing to do with preseason. Camden Brown, backbreaker. He's been doing this the entire training camp. That's why last week he was getting first team snaps. Now Camden Brown has been doing this. Man, Brown looked good. Brown will be on the field this year in some of the sets for the Dallas Cowboys. Camden Brown needs to go out here and really work on special teams, separate himself from these other wide receivers, because I'm telling y'all right now, Marquez Valdez-Scantling don't want no part of special teams. I know he's working on them, but if you gave me a choice between him and Camden Brown, I see you later, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Because Camden Brown got way better hands. It's already obvious. He got way better hands. Way better hands than Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But again, man, I could go on and on and on about Camden Brown. Another takeaway. Uh-oh. Traeshon Holden. Traeshon Holden. Traeshon Holden will not make the Cowboys this year. Traeshon Holden will not make the Cowboys this year. When you do stuff like what Traeshon Holden did tonight, those are the types of things that actually get you cut. Now, the Cowboys won't cut him tomorrow. I don't believe they'll cut him tomorrow. I don't believe he'll be cut in the next week. Traeshon Holden knocked himself so far down this depth chart. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to require shovels to get this dude from up under that where he is now. Because Camden Brown elevated his stock. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't believe Traeshon Holden even makes this team. I don't even think he makes the practice squad this year. I don't even think he makes the practice squad. When you got a player like Camden Brown, you don't get to make mistakes. You don't. You don't get to make mistakes. You don't even get to be all right when Camden Brown is doing what he's doing. You better, every chance you get, you better show out. You better show up and you better show out. Traeshon Holden, boneheaded play on that kickoff. Don't even understand it. I know you want to make a play. Bro, you're already on a bubble. Those are the kind of plays that gets your bubble busted. Jabril Quinn said Holden made a stupid mistake. Lucky our defense. And you know what, Quinn? But it did give us an opportunity to see not just what our defense looked like, but what Christian Parker's system looked like. Yeah, Christian Parker's system, man. They got this thing down on the third squad. So I can only imagine what the first squad looks like. Eric Gates, I agree with you. Jimmy would have cut him. I believe. Yeah, he be cleaning out his locker tonight, bro. Yeah, he be cleaning out his locker tonight. DJ Durain, he said Holden, Carson, and Field on the way out. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we need to see a little bit more Josh Butler, man. Yeah, that was a big time Dak Elite. That was a big time goal line stop by that Cowboys third defense. Demetrius Noel said, Harris, I agree. He should be number 4, and Turpin needs to go back to punt and kickoff return. Yeah. Yeah, backbreaker. I understand what you're saying. You can't fault him when your odds of making the team is numbered regardless. And I know what he was doing. He was trying to make a play. He was trying to make a play is what he was doing. But in trying to make a play, boy, you can't make that play. You can't make that play. Boy, Rockets fan, boy, you got me rolling over here. Boy, Rockets fan said he holding the tears. Boy, I see what you did there, boy. You said he holding the tears, man. You said he holding the tears. Boy, you crazy. Yeah, you right, bro. He holding the tears, man. All right, now I'm going to come back to some of these takeaways as we go through the box score, and we're going to check and see if we got any interviews that have come down, too. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Let me give you another takeaway that I had also. Yeah, I said Holden took a step back, and I'm going to tell y'all, Joe Milton played against a weaker defense. But I'll tell you this, Joe Milton looked good. I'm not even going to take anything away from him. Joe Milton looked good. If you were to tell me that I'm looking at 2 veteran quarterbacks, and I'm looking at Sam Howell and I'm looking at Joe Milton, I would have told you that Joe Milton was the veteran quarterback. Joe Milton, and he's still Ryu. Now, you know, he Ryu or Ryu from Street Fighter, Hadouken, shoot. You know, he still got, you know, Joe Milton still got some work, man. He's still Ryu from Street Fighter, because, boy, sometimes he be throwing them Hadoukens, man. That dude throw a ball so hard, he burned the gloves out. We saw 2 of them throws. Tried to burn the glove off of the rookie and tried to burn the gloves off one of the other players. But overall, Joe Milton looked better. But I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. He played against a weaker defense. Sam Howell played in the game when the offensive line wasn't blocking right. When Milton got in the game, the offensive line was blocking better because they were also going against lesser competition. So the real test for Joe Milton is when Joe Milton gets to start next week. He gets to start next week. So we're going to see how Joe Milton looks against the better part of the defense. We're going to see what he looks like. Yeah, we're going to see what he looks like. All right, let me some more here. Again, Milton looked, and you know what? I don't even think it was close. I thought he looked better by a mile. I mean, he just looked so much more confident. So much more confident in everything that he was doing. And I know he's been in the system now for a year. He's been with Schotty for a year. It's Sam Howell. It's so many things you can factor in here, but he just didn't look comfortable. He didn't. He didn't look comfortable back there. All right, I got another takeaway. James Houston. James Houston, back-to-back sacks. James Houston. I've already said it. I'm going to say it again. James Houston ain't going nowhere. James Houston is going to be a part of the plan. James Houston looked good, bottom line. Another takeaway. Special teams, it still needs work. Special teams needs work. Now, I know the special teams didn't have the starters. But it needs some serious work. They had, I believe it was a kickoff return and a punt return, kind of got away from him. The thing that Traeshon Holden did, I mean, special teams to me overall, it just didn't look right. Another issue, takeaway, penalties. Penalties. Now, I know the majority of those came from Kalen Carson, if I'm not mistaken. But there was still some other boneheaded penalties. There were some boneheaded penalties. I know we're dealing with our second and third team, so I'm not tripping too hard. But some of those players may be players that have to play this year. I'm still concerned. I still need to see a sign of we've improved in the penalty department. Looked like last year. Second to last. Let me give the second to last takeaway. Offense and defense was vanilla, which means Cowboys fans have a lot to look forward to. Yeah. Cowboys fans, understand what I'm telling you. You were not watching the Cowboys offense and defense. You were looking at the very basic of the offense and defense. I'm sure there were a couple of flashes in there, but for the most part, you didn't see we didn't see the Cowboys offense nor defense. They kept it very basic, kept it very vanilla, just trying to see kind of what they were working with. Don't let me forget this one before I give you the last point. Doggone Michael Trigg. Oh my gosh. Michael Trigg. You want to talk about some hands out of this world. Boy, that sideline pass that Michael Trigg caught from Sam Howell was crazy work. I mean, straight up hands catch, extended out to the sideline. That man got hands. That man got hands. Michael Trigg is I think he's going to continue to work his way up the depth chart. Michael Trigg looked good. I do believe Michael Trigg is absolutely going to challenge Schoonmaker. I do. I think he's going to challenge Schoonmaker. No doubt in my mind. And then, final takeaway. And then we'll be kind of going through these again as we go through these other topics. Final takeaway. Christian Parker deserves a standing ovation. Christian Parker has done something that we have not seen other defense coordinators be able to do so quickly. The third team has the defense down. The third team. The third team? Yeah, the third team. Yeah. The third team. If the third team has the defense down, then what must the first team look like? They got this system down. You can tell they got this system down. And I'm talking about from the very basic perspective of how it works. You can tell they know how it works. They know where they're supposed to line up. They know where they're supposed to be. They know where they're supposed to be at certain points when certain things happen. They know where they're rotating to. You can tell they're communicating. They got it. Now, they're going to have to be tested more. But for the most part, we saw it with the first team against the Rams. We've now seen it all the way down to the third team as it applies against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm loving what I'm seeing. And Christian Parker is as cool as the other side of the pillow. Now we're going to see, does he choose to be on the sidelines or does he choose to be in the booth? This team loves Christian Parker so much. He's going to have a very hard decision because I got a feeling he wants to be up in the booth. He may be up in the booth on the next game. He may be up in the booth. But I believe Schotty wants him on the sidelines. And the reason why Schotty wants him on the sidelines is because the players feed off of the coolness of Christian Parker. They feed off the coolness. They feed off the calmness. He's not a rah-rah guy. Christian Parker is not a rah-rah guy. He's not gonna, I know this for a fact. He's not a rah-rah guy. You know, he gonna say things and, you know, antagonize you a little bit, get you riled up. He's not a rah-rah guy. He's cool, calm, and collected, like the other side of the pillow. And the players love him. Players love him. I believe that Brian Schottenheimer is going to ask him to be on the sidelines, but we'll see what happens because, again, a coach like him, because he can see so many different things, he may actually be up there in the booth calling them. So we're going to see what happens. But that's kind of my takeaways, and we're going to kind of go back and forth inside and outside of those. Yeah, D Natty, Revel did look good. They gave him kind of limited play, but he did look good. He looked very good. Shadid, he said, gee, did you see them put Locke back in at quarterback? You know what? I probably didn't pay attention. Rico Love, I think they believe they have the backup running back on the team already. Because, again, I think it's going to... Phil Mafah, I'm telling y'all, if Phil Mafah don't get his act together, it's going to be the same running backs it was last year. And I believe you'll see a Bonnie Conda and Jason Corbin. I think you'll see them on the practice squad. And then we'll kind of go from there. But if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about this. They were actually talking about this. What's his name? Went off the field. Phil Mafah went off the field with a chest injury. I don't know what that means, but he went out the field with a chest injury. All right, let me see if I can show that to you. Let's see here. Yeah, Phil Mafah. Yeah, Nick Harris reported. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw this. Yeah, Nick Harris reported Phil Mafah out for the remainder of the game with a chest injury. He's got to stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy. I'm sorry. Bottom line, he got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy, man. Said he's in the locker room being evaluated for a chest contusion. Poobie D, what's going on, Poobie D? Yeah, he got to stay on the field, man. Yeah. So at the rate we're going, the running back room is going to be as follows. Javonte Williams, Malik Davis, Jaden Blue. I'll be honest with you, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that with that running back room. Leave a Bonnie Conda on the practice squad. Let him keep working. And if something happens and you need him, bring him up from the practice squad. Because it's not like he's going to be the starter. It's not like he's going to be the starter. So you just keep him ready just in case. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think I think the running back room is going to be what it was last year. I do. All right, Braves, Cowboys, catch you on the rerun. Yeah, Poobie D. Camden Brown got a job. Yeah, I agree with you. Derrick Rose said Mafah and Guyton built from the same. They built from the same factory. They both need to check into the witness protection program. Cowboys fan will troll them both. Man, Phil Mafah. Best ability is availability. Bottom line, John Jones, appreciate your great show tonight. He said, yeah, Eric Gates. I just think it's that simple, man. That's the running back room. I think it's the running back room. Bottom line, I think it's the running back room. D Natty said, didn't we pick up a running back from the UFA? Again, that's Traeshon Corbin. I'm saying, yeah, put Traeshon Corbin on the practice squad. Keep working him out. See what happens. But for right now, people got to understand, Jaden Blue, Jaden Blue isn't going to be he's not going to be the backup. Jaden Blue is going to be his own thing. I'm telling us Jaden Blue is going to be his own thing. If Phil Mafah don't make it, Malik Davis will be the backup. Abani Khan is not better than Malik Davis. He did not look better than Malik Davis tonight. He didn't. He did not look better than Malik Davis. Malik Davis looked good against that better defense and the second half defense. He looked better. But only, like I said, only problem with Malik Davis, and I don't understand how you hold this against somebody, but they're basically saying about Malik Davis, they're basically saying, we know what your ceiling is. We know what you are, Malik Davis. We're trying to see if we can get something better than you. I mean, it is what it is, man. I guess it's the game. It's the game. This is just how you do it. I don't know. I guess, you can't argue with it. I hate that for him. But that's really the game. That's the game, man. So at the end of the day, Malik Davis, you just got to keep doing what you did. All right, let's go up here to the big plays. Now let's go kind of a little bit in order here. Let's go to the big plays of the day. I'm sorry, not the big plays, the box score. Let's go to the box score up here.
Yes! Here we go!
So, Cowboys box score for tonight. Do y'all realize this is the first time the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first, let me see how to say this. The Cowboys have not won their first preseason game of the season since 2017. 2017. I don't know what that all means. I'm not telling you it means anything. But this is since 2017. They won their first preseason game. I don't know what that means. Other than they look really good tonight against the defending Super Bowl champions, who, if they're going to defend the Super Bowl again, their second level of offense and defense should actually be pretty good too. And we beat their second level offense and defense, second level and third level offense and defense. Better believe we did. Yeah, you better believe we did. We absolutely beat them. We absolutely beat them. We got some ways to go, but we absolutely beat them. All right, let's kind of go to the box score up here. All right. Cowboys box score versus the Seahawks. Yeah, Will the Fourth. Okay, you said that means something. Yes, sir. Hey, Will the Fourth said that means something. Yes, sir. Yeah, Theodore Masters. Yeah, they had top line starters. Never good depth. This year's different. Yeah. I want us to understand. That's why we ought to be excited. We ran a very vanilla offense and defense. We played their number 2 offense. Do y'all realize how good this defense played against, when you're talking about your third string defense or your 2.5 and your 3.5 string defense is playing against Drew Lock? Drew Lock ain't no punk. He ain't no starter. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no starter. But Drew Lock ain't no punk. Man, they stifled Drew Lock. And Drew Lock can give you headaches. Drew Lock gave us headaches a couple of years ago when Michael Parsons was here. Drew Lock can play, man. That defense looked good against him. It looked good against him. So let's look at the box score real quick. Dallas Cowboys, player stats. And I thought the quarterbacks, their stats both looked good. But Joe Milton's looked a lot more impressive. If you would tell me that Sam Howell was 8 for 12, I'd be like, for real? I don't know about y'all, but if I told y'all that Drew Lock was, if I told y'all Sam Howell was 8 for 12, what would y'all be? Because I'm tell you what, I was kind of like, for real? Sam Howell was 8 for 12? 94 yards? 1 touchdown? For real? Didn't look like it. But he benefited from some great catches, in particular by Michael Trigg and Camden Brown. But nevertheless, he was 8 for 12, 94 yards, 1 touchdown, 118.1 quarterback rating. Joe Milton, 12 of 15. Wow. Joe Milton looked way better. I just got to give it to him. He didn't play against the best defense. He was in the 3, he was probably in the 3 and the 3.5 and 4 defense. He looked way better, man. He looked way better. He absolutely did. He's still Ryu from Street Fighter, Hadouken. He'll still burn your hands off every now and then. But not as much this time. 12 15, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. And again, Malik Davis, don't let these stats fool you. Israel Abanikanda was running later in the game. Because when they put him in the game earlier, Israel Abanikanda didn't look as good as he did when they were putting him in the game later when the better defense was not in there. But if I'm not mistaken, Malik Davis got a crack at both of those defenses. He got a crack at the end of the half, and then he got a crack at it at the beginning of the half. Malik Davis looked the best. And I don't even think it's close. Malik Davis looked better. Malik Davis looked better. And that's why I believe that if Phil Mafah cannot stay healthy, Malik Davis is going to be the running back too. And the reason why I'm saying that, Phil Mafah's going to be his own thing. Trust me when I tell you. I'm not Phil Mafah. Jaden Blue's going to be his own thing. We don't need Jaden Blue to be the number 2. We need Jaden Blue to be Jaden Blue. We need Jaden Blue to do what he did in the screen game. We need Jaden Blue to do more of that. We need him lining up at wide receiver. I don't know if y'all noticed it. He lined up at wide receiver. I want to see more of that. I don't want Jaden Blue being the number 2 running back. Let Malik Davis do that. Let Malik Davis do that because he looked good. I'm going to give it to him. And it's sad, but I guess it's the game. They're penalizing Malik Davis because what you see with Malik Davis is what you get. Well, what I'm seeing then is good. 7 carries, 39 yards, 5.6 yards of carries. His longest was 14. His longest run was 14. Malik Davis looked good. Israel Abanikanda, probably going to be practice squad. 7 of 36, 5.19 yards was his longest. Again, understand he got that when the defense started putting in those third guys. Jaden Blue. I'm telling y'all these numbers, you might be thinking, yeah, those numbers look pretty bad. No, Jaden Blue did exactly what they wanted. Jaden Blue got 8 carries for 19 yards when he was playing against the toughest defense. I think we're going to see something different. We're going to see something different in the next scrimmage. I will not be surprised if Jaden Blue this time gets to play a little bit more later into the game when they're putting in the 3 and the 3.5 and the 4 defense. Jaden Blue will run better against them. He'll run better against them. He had 8 carries, 19 yards. Big thing for Jaden Blue, what did I see? He ran tough. He ran hard. He ran into contact. Didn't fumble the ball. That's exactly what they wanted to see. That's exactly what they wanted to see. He did good in the screen game, and I think he's going to have one thing in the passing game. And I'm telling you, this is where Jaden Blue is the most versatile. Jaden Blue is fine. Don't be deceived by what you saw. Schotty said it. The offensive line was not blocking good. Schotty said it. I didn't. Offensive line was not blocking good. I hope we get an interview up for Brian Schottenheimer in a moment. We'll listen to it. I'm telling you, Jaden Blue did great. He did. He did great. Sam Howell had 2 carries, 15 yards. 7.5 was his average. 10 was his longest. And Sam Howell is deceptively elusive. Sam Howell is deceptively elusive. Joe Milton, 7 carries, 10 yards. I would actually like for Joe Milton to stop trying to run the ball so much. Joe Milton, to me, still hasn't come to the reality that this is actually professional football. Joe Milton, you're not going to run like you ran at Tennessee, bro. Joe Milton still thinks he can run the ball really well. I don't really think he runs the ball as good as he thinks he does. Joe Milton was getting stopped on a lot of those runs. He literally ran 7 carries for 10 yards. He is not as good of a runner from the quarterback position that he think he is. He isn't. He think he is, but he isn't. But nevertheless, I would like for him to stop pulling the ball down so much and running it. No, bro. Play quarterback. You played well when you played quarterback. You were 12-15. Keep going through your progressions. Stop trying to pull it and run down the field. Pull it and start running sideways and keep looking down the field for the big play. You got a big arm. Just keep looking down the field and let it rip. I'm with you, Theodore. Yep. Bro tripped over his own feet. Yep. Again, he thinks he's a better runner than he is. I don't think he's as good of a runner that he thinks he is. Anthony Smith had 1 carry for 9 yards. Anthony Smith is fast. Okay, let's look at receiving. Camden Brown, I'm sorry, he was incredible. There's no other way to put it. Camden Brown was incredible. These are 3rd wide receiver numbers. Those are 3rd wide receiver numbers. Those numbers are gargantuan. Could you imagine if Camden Brown, just picture this. Camden Brown getting about 7 receptions a game. If Camden Brown got 7 receptions a game, he would be anywhere from 80 to 100 yards. I'm telling you now, I'm glad we got Camden Brown because Ryan Flanoy is about to get pushed, and I like it because Ryan Flanoy is an incredible receiver too. Michael Trigg, 4 for 30. Yeah, Michael Trigg was great too. Michael Trigg was great. 4 for 30, 7.5 average. Longest was 10, 5 targets. Trigg was great. Anthony Smith, I'm telling you, Anthony Smith is good. I could literally see him and Camden Brown being those 2 wide receivers. I could really see this happening. But the Cowboys got him a couple of really good wide receivers in Anthony Smith and Camden Brown. I like Anthony Smith. Tyler Johnson, 2 for 25. Mingo had 2 very strong catches. 2 very strong catches. Mingo, big body receiver, used his body to be able to catch that slant while shielding off a receiver. I like Jonathan Mingo. Problem is, Jonathan Mingo is he's up against the wall because you got Anthony Smith. He's faster than you. You got Michael. And again, did y'all notice? Brian Schottenheimer did exactly what I said they were going to do with Michael Trigg. Do y'all realize on one of those catches that Michael Trigg caught? If I'm not mistaken, Michael Trigg ran out of the slot. I believe Michael Trigg ran out of the slot. Camden Brown has really got Jonathan Mingo back against the wall. Yeah, and Valdez-Scantling, I'm sorry. Chuck Dunaway, I mean, Valdez-Scantling for me, bruh, he out of here, man. He out of here. Yeah, Miss Matrix, I'm with you. Yeah, Mingo is gone. I think Mingo is good as gone. Because I think the two wide receivers we're looking at are Camden Brown and Anthony Smith. I think Mingo is as good as gone. Maybe the Cowboys will try to trade him for something, but I think he's as good as gone. Marquise Valdez-Scantling, I'd have been to let him go. Now, this is where I want you to look at where Jaden Blue is dangerous. This is why I'm coming back to Jaden Blue. I'm not just a Jaden Blue fan, and I am a Jaden Blue fan, but I am showing you, don't let people deceive you. Jaden Blue is a part of the plan because Jaden Blue in reality is the most versatile and dangerous running back on the team. He's the most versatile. Let's go back and look at Jaden Blue because somebody will tell you, yeah, man, Jaden Blue didn't do well. Okay, he was 8 for 19, 2.4 yards. Offensive line wasn't blocking well, but when you go to the receiving yards, Jaden Blue, 2 receptions, 15 yards, 7.5 yard average, 13 was his longest, 2 targets. And that was that screenplay. Jaden Blue is the type of running back. He eats up chunk yardage. Jaden Blue in the passing game eats up chunk yardage. So when you go back and you add up Jaden Blue, his 15 and his 19, he actually contributed to 34 yards of offense on 10 touches. Stop playing with Jaden Blue. Because I know there's a group out there. There are people out there who keep trying to find every reason for Jaden Blue to not be a part of the plan. Jaden Blue is a part of Brian Schottenheimer's plan. Schottenheimer isn't dumb. He knows that this guy is a playmaker. Jaden Blue is a playmaker, and that's exactly what they're going to use him for. So, again, Jaden Blue actually had a very good overall night because this is what he is. He is a multi-purpose back, and I'm glad we got it because we need that. All right, let's look defensively. Defensively, I thought we just looked really good. I think we look sharp. I think we look really good. James Houston, I thought he had 2 sacks. They got him on here for 1. But I believe James Houston actually had 2 sacks. Malachi Lawrence was limited in his action. Takeways Bridges, he needs to be cut. Kalen Carson needs to be cut. Savon Revel Jr., limited action, still like what I saw. Maurice Leofau, like what I saw, need to see more. And the reason why I need to see more is because Maurice Leofau, his back is against the wall too. Maurice Leofau's back is against the wall. He's just got too much competition on this team this year. Yeah, I thought Wood looked pretty good. Yeah, I thought Wood looked pretty good too. I don't remember seeing, I didn't even know Sam Williams got in the game. Sam got to do more. Sam's got to do more. Then we go to the kick return game. Jaden Blue, major contributor. Jaden Blue contributing to the run game, pass game, special teams. He was 1 for 23. I'd like to see Jaden Blue more in the kickoff game. I'd like to see the special teams acclimate some. I would like to see them acclimate some reverses and maybe some of that type of stuff. But again, looks like James Houston got 1 sack, and I guess they gave the other sack to Isaiah Land. Reddy Stewart got a half a sack. So the Cowboys basically had 2.5 sacks. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, Cowboys Nation. But overall, they all look, the defense looked really well. I was satisfied with the defense. Jeremy Vett said 1.5. Maurice Leofold got a half a sack on that. Let's see. Let me see. I see. I don't see it, but I agree with you. I do think he got half a sack. They didn't give it to him. Maybe they got this mixed up, but I remember that play. But again, I need to see more from Maurice Leofold. I saw a little bit of disruption, but not a lot. Yeah, Lisa Worley. See, people don't understand, Lisa. They're trying to put this man they're trying to put him in a corner. But that's not what Jaden Blue is. Jaden Blue is a multi-purpose player. He's what you call a playmaker. And the Cowboys know it. And that's exactly what they're going to use him for. He's going to be a playmaker. He contributed he contributed in 3 phases, in a sense. Run game, pass game, and special teams. Hey, what's going on, Real Estate Vet? Yeah, we did this to the reigning Super Bowl champs depth roster. The league should be nervous. Yeah. Because that was our 2.5 and 3.5 against their number 2. They had their number 2 out there. And so, that's kind of what the box score is. And again, man, Camden Brown. Both touchdowns in the game to Camden Brown. Yeah. Both touchdowns in the game. Camden Brown. Let's kind of look at the amount of yards. Cowboys racked up tremendous yards, 338. The Seahawks, they held them to 156. How good is that? And the reason why I'm saying this is good, Drew Lock is one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. He is. He's one of the better backup quarterbacks. The Dallas Cowboys held the Seattle Seahawks to 49 passing yards. I didn't even realize this watching the game. They held them to 49 passing yards. They held them to, it was 107 rushing yards. You don't want to see that many. You definitely don't want to see that many. You want that number to be less than 102. But I do think they got a lot of that work in the fourth quarter. Yeah, you're right, Theodore. They did a lot of the work on the first drive. Yards per play, 3 yards. They had 14 first downs, 6 of 12 on third downs. Look at the Cowboys' third down conversion rate. That was really good. Fourth down, 0 for 2. Cowboys had a great goal line stand. 52 plays versus 63. The Seahawks, they allowed 3 sacks. Penalties, this is the Cowboys. They got to really work on this. Cowboys had 13 penalties for 103 yards. That is crazy work. That is crazy work. It's crazy work. Traeshon Holden, that was the fumble. Cowboys had 33 minutes of possession, 27 tackles. Brandon Aubrey got a field goal. And we were 1 for 2 in the red zone. We were 50%. So I'm not hating on that. Man, just really an overall good game. I mean, just really a solid game from the Cowboys. I mean, when you consider you got a brand new defensive coordinator, all these new players, when you consider all those things, man, this looked really good. Eric Gates, I thought Jaden Blue actually held. I think he did exactly what they wanted him to do. He did handle the speed of the game. I think he did exactly what they wanted him to do. Yeah. Jaden Blue, I'm telling us Jaden Blue is a part of the plan. I'm not worried about Jaden Blue. Cowboys are going to continue because they know what this guy is. You don't throw away Jaden Blue. You mess around and let a guy like Sean Payton get ahead of Jaden Blue, and you'll regret it for years. You mess around and let a Matt LaFleur, you mess around and let a Kyle Shanahan get a hold of Jaden Blue and give him some great coaching, you'll regret it for years. You'll regret it for years. And I don't think Jaden Blue is going anywhere. Jaden Blue isn't going anywhere. He did a great job tonight. And I'm telling you, I guarantee you, Brian Schottenheimer is going to tell you the same thing. He's going to tell you the same thing. They were looking for something very specific with Jaden Blue tonight, and they saw it. I'm telling you, they saw it. All right, let's go to some interviews. We're going to skip around a little bit tonight. Man, there are a bunch of interviews on DallasCowboys.com. Y'all buckle in. It is now Hey, Brandy, it is now officially Cowboys After Dark now. It's officially Cowboys After Dark. All right, let's buckle up. Let's see, now that I've given you my takeaways, let's see what Brian Schottenheimer has to say based on all of the takeaways that I've given you. Let's see what Brian Schottenheimer has to say. I wonder if he's going to say some things similar to what I said. And I'm very interested to hear what he says about Jaden Blue. All right, let's check it out.
Half was really.
See what he has to say. What's going on, Hawks Rock 3024? What's going on? Good to see you.
Yeah, a lot of great things, Joe. Thought the second half was really well played. I thought defensively they were amazing. I think 3 and 4 and outs. I thought they were awesome. A couple of the red zone stops. Jonathan Mingo, I think it was the first half, made an incredible play, on a punt, return, stopped it, and then obviously we muffed the fumble there. Late, defense goes right back out there. A little bit of training camp football, a little sloppy. That's kind of what you deal with. But overall, I thought the team effort to get the win against a good opponent was really good. Things we obviously need to clean up, the penalties. They threw a lot of penalties really on both teams. But, that's what the preseason's for. Work on your hand placement, get better.
What up, Willie Vaughn?
Overall, I was really, really proud of our guys.
Camden Brown has made plays, multiple touchdown gaps in training camp, obviously 2 tonight. What have you seen from him, and just what can you say about his performance today?
Yeah, I mean, the game's not too big for him. He does that every day in practice. We see it all the time. And, I thought it was a really, really good throw by Sam. Tight coverage, but they trust him. And then, Joe's throw on the fade, he gets blasted. One-handed catch. But he's been doing that the whole time. And what I love about him is, he does the little things too. You watch him on special teams and one-on-one drills, things like that. He realizes that that's.
Did I not say the same thing? I was talking about Camden Brown last week. This may be new to some people. This may be new to some people. But Camden Brown has been doing this. Camden Brown has been doing this. He worked his way onto the first team reps this week. And now, look at what he's doing. Now, this guy is going to be pushing Ryan Flanoy for some playtime. You watch what I tell you.
That's how you make this football team when you've got a receiver room that's filled with George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Ryan Flournoy, people like that. That stuff matters. So, really good day, but he's got to keep stacking them like he's been doing.
Clarence Dallas Cowboys. It seemed like you rewarded him last week by giving reps with the first team. This confirm doing it in the game what you've been seeing in practice.
Talking about Cam? Yeah. We've wanted to get him in there a little bit with the first team, and when we put him in there, he's done a really good job, Clarence, and we actually moved him over to that position for the second one, because he normally plays flanker, and we moved him over there. And like I said, the throw from Joe was terrific, but the catch was incredible as well. And but yeah, he's just consistent, man, and that's what we want as coaches. We want people that are consistent. They're the same every day, and yeah, they might have a bad day or a dip, but then they bring it right back.
And defensively, I think they had 4 trips inside the red zone, and they only scored 7 points. I know it's backups, whatever else, but that's kind of what you want to see from your defense.
Yeah, the defense's job is to keep people out of the end zone. That's what we're tasked to do, and I'm fine winning games 7-3, 10-7. I don't care. But I thought they were terrific. I thought, we were a little sloppy early on, and we gave them some hidden yards with penalties early on. But I thought they really buttoned down, and I thought the pass rush was really good. We let Milroy get out a few times, which he's very athletic. But overall, I was very, very pleased. Anytime you can get 3 and outs and 4 and outs and the red zone stops, That's what you want.
Nick Harris, forward Star Telegram. How would you evaluate your quarterback?
Finish Wickware, you make an excellent point. The running backs will look a lot better with the first team offensive line, including Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue ain't going nowhere. He had a great game tonight. People don't realize he had a great game. He was in the passing game. He was in the run game. He was on special teams. Yeah, they got plans for Jaden Blue. Yeah, they got plans for him. They got plans for him. I'm telling you right now. They got plans for this man.
Quarterbacks tonight, specifically with up and down play up front.
Yeah, it's hard to speak on quarterbacks, Nick, when you don't watch the film, but I thought both guys functioned outstanding. They both were tasked with going out there and playing against heavy pressure. A Mike McDonald, Aiden Durde, defense is going to be a heavy pressure team, and they brought a bunch of things against us that, not that we weren't prepared for, but that maybe we didn't handle very well, so they were taking some shots, but they just hung in there and made the throws when they had to make them, and they were both very efficient. And that's what we want. We evaluate quarterbacks by a couple things. One, moving the team, scoring points, and then two, protecting the football. And I thought both guys did that. Joe with his legs. He's pretty much unstoppable on quarterback sneaks. And so it didn't take me long to figure out that I wasn't going to do anything different. I was just going to let him sneak it.
Well, I'm laughing because he said that Joe Milton is unstoppable. He was 7 for 10. I know. Schotty is good at talking up his players. So I ain't mad at Schotty for doing it. We've been watching Schotty do this, kind of for years on that. When Schotty's talking, I'm always trying to match what he's saying with what I'm seeing. And again, Joe Milton didn't look good running tonight. He didn't look good running. He really didn't.
And, he's a big, powerful man, but they both played well.
Would you say your offensive line settled in the second half?
I think so. A lot of moving parts. It's hard. A lot of.
Now, for everybody again who keeps trying to belittle Jaden Blue, y'all do realize they're all saying the same thing. The offensive line did not play well in the first half. So what was Jaden Blue supposed to do? Just fake out everybody and rip and run all backwards and then run forward for 100 yards? Doesn't work like that. You got him running between the A gaps and the B gaps, and the holes were not there. But Jaden Blue put his head down, ran tough, held on to the ball. That's what they wanted to see. I'm telling you, that's what they wanted to see, and that's why they're saying that in the first half, the line wasn't blocking well. It wasn't. Sam Howell, and that's why I said when you look at Sam Howell, when you look at this and says, wait a minute, hold on a second. Sam Howell was 8 of 12? Really? Because they were disrupting Sam Howell a lot too. They really were. And some of these were just really, really good, really, really good catches. Eric Gates, I'm not sure that Jaden Blue can't block. I know that may have been a problem in the past, but we got to see more. Hawks Rock. You realize this was a preseason game? Yeah, you realize that's how we're explaining this, right? You do realize we're talking about this like it's a preseason game. That's how we're talking about it. Yeah, DJ Durain said they testing Blue to see if he doesn't fumble. This is bottom line. They're wanting to see how tough he is. Because if he's not tough enough, you can't depend on him. Again, if he don't fumble, there's no fumbles from any of the backs. Yeah, they know what they're doing with this. Andre Johnson, you said Howell was better than Milton. I thought Milton looked more in control, but Howell went against the tougher part of the defense. So I want to see what Milton looks like next week when he goes against the tougher part of the defense, and Sam Howell is going to get the easier part of the defense. So we'll see what happens next week. Angel Eyes, yeah. What's going on, Angel Eyes? My sister, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hawks Rock. Hey, forget it, Hawks Rock. We done dropped more banners than y'all ever dream of. We've already dropped a whole bunch of banners. Theodore Master said, your Seahawks channel must not be exciting you. Boy, you ain't lying, Theodore Master. You ain't lying, boy. In here trolling. What up, Darren Posey? But you welcome in here. We ain't tripping as long as you keep it polite. So we ain't tripping on. Yeah, Brandy, I'm with you. Yeah, Schotty likes Milton. Yeah, he does. Cause I'm telling you right now, he up in here talking about, yeah, he unstoppable. Man, come on, Brian. He was 17. He ran the ball 7 times for 10 yards, bro. Sam Howell outrushed him on 2 rushes, man. Come on. But I get it. I'm not mad at Schotty. I'm not mad at Schotty. What's up, Davion Wallace? Yeah, we them boys said if Blue fumble was second and third string, just imagine what the starters in the regular season. We them boys, that was the test. That was the test. They were not worried about Jaden Blue breaking long runs. And again, if y'all pay attention, they're all talking about how bad the Cowboys' offensive line was in the first half of the game. What were we expecting Jaden Blue to do? What were we expecting to do? Dodge every hit? Don't work like that. Don't work like that. You got to block for the running back to run. Yeah, Jeremy Betts. He said we're explaining why Jaden Blue did good, even though some don't see why he actually did well. If you know football, you must not. Yeah, again, Jeremy Betts. People are not realizing Jaden Blue actually did really good. He did really good. When you look at what he did in the passing game, run game, and in the special teams game, Jaden Blue is exactly what I think he's going to be. He is going to be the new and improved, dare I say, Cavonte Turpin. Because Cavonte Turpin proved that he couldn't be what the Cowboys wanted him to be. Yeah, they're going to use Jaden Blue in all kinds of ways. So I'm excited to see what Jaden Blue does over the next couple of games. And again, we're going to see what Phil Mafah does. But, man, boy, I'm telling y'all, Phil Mafah is walking on thin ice, man. Walking on thin ice. John Doe, appreciate that. He said, I had to subscribe. You keep it real and make a lot of sense. Appreciate you, John Doe. All right. But again, they're talking about how that offensive line didn't play well in the first half.
Moving parts, like I said, they threw a lot of things at us. I want to look at the film. Definitely some leaky moments. But early on especially, we struggled to move their guys up front. I think you'll see that. That's why the run numbers in the lot of.
Wait. Hold on. What you say, Brian? Did y'all let's hear it again. Brian is about to tell y'all everything I've been explaining. There's a reason why the run game didn't look the way people thought it should have looked. Say it again, Brian.
I think so. A lot of moving parts. It's hard. A lot of moving parts. Like I said, they threw a lot of things at us. I want to look at the film. Definitely some leaky moments. But early on especially, we struggled to move their guys up front. I think you'll see that. That's why the run numbers in the first half weren't very good. They were doing a good job plugging up the middle. And, so we started.
Did I not just explain this before we heard Brian Schottenheimer say it? Did I not just explain it? I'm telling you, there are people, they talk about Jaden Blue because they don't like Jaden Blue. They don't want Jaden Blue to be the quote-unquote whatever that he's going to be. What did Brian Schottenheimer say? That's why the run game didn't look good in the beginning, because the line play was not good. Did I not explain that? I just asked, what did we expect Jaden Blue to do? To dodge every would-be tackler? What did he just say? They were plugging up the holes. Where were they running him? A gap, B gap. Where was he going? What did we want Jaden Blue to do? We want him to bounce it out? We want him to bounce it out, fake him out, and then risk fumbling the ball? No. Jaden Blue, anybody who knows has ever played this game, there is one thing coaches don't like, is when even if it's not there, they still want that running back to still smack right in behind those blockers into that line. Even if he only gets 2 or 3, they still want him to slam into that line. They don't want him doing all the dancing, because if you start doing all the dancing and all of the freewheeling, you're going to make a mistake. Brian Schottenheimer just explained the same thing I said. He said that's why the run game wasn't as good in the first half. Guess who we talking about? Jaden Blue. Stop it. Stop it. He's talking about Jaden Blue. He's talking about Jaden Blue. That's exactly what he's explaining.
The second half actually with a perimeter play, and we have those. We didn't want to show too many of them, but give them some credit because I thought early on their defensive front was really a handful for us.
Thank you, Brian. And again, did you hear what Brian said? I explained this in the beginning of the stream. We didn't see everything they have planned for Jaden Blue. They did not show us everything they have planned for Jaden Blue. He just said the perimeter. We got plays on the perimeter, but we didn't play those things. Eric Gates, you're not getting what we're saying and what Brian is saying and what I'm saying about Jaden Blue. They're not going to slam him into the line with the starting line because the starting line is going to move people. Ty Smith, Ty Booker, Cooper Beebe, Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton, they're going to move people. You're not going to have to slam Jaden Blue into the line. They're going to open up those holes. And not only are they going to open up those holes because we have one of the best centers and two of the best guards in the league, the A gap and the B gap is going to be there for Jaden Blue with the starters. But not only that, Brian Schottenheimer just mentioned we got more perimeter plays, but they were not going to show the Seattle Seahawks. Why would they show them the perimeter plays with Jaden Blue in the preseason? Why would they do that? Why would they be out here showing the Seahawks everything they can do with a backup line with Jaden Blue? That is not what they were doing. And Eric Gates, who in the heck is Emmitt Smith, man? Who is Emmitt Smith? Emmitt Smith is the best running back in the NFL history. There is no running back in this league that's Emmitt Smith. Jaden Blue is good enough for what we're going to have him to do. He's good enough. There it is, Theodore Master. You can't have negative yards. Sometimes you got to get two. And CGW, this is exactly what Brian is explaining. He just said, we were not going to show them everything we can do as far as the perimeter. Let's see if we can get that part in again because he said it so quick.
Too many of them, but, give them some credit because I thought early on their defensive front was really a handful for us.
Is it kind of tough to evaluate running backs when those kind of things are happening?
Yeah. I mean, you got to.
Wait, what did you say, Brian? Isn't it tough to evaluate your running backs when they're basically penetrating your offensive line and your offensive line ain't moving nobody? Yeah, and guess what people are doing to Jaden Blue? They're wanting to throw Jaden Blue under the bus and talking about what he's not when he was running with a 2.5 offensive line rather than the first string offensive line. You can't do that. You can't do that. And that's exactly what Brian is saying. You can't do that. What they had out there today was not good enough for Jaden Blue to go out there and show out. Yeah, because we actually saw him show out at the last part of the season last year. We saw it. But Brian is explaining everything I've already said.
You got to get what's blocked. And, again, I thought all of our guys ran hard. I mean, give it up for Malik Davis. I mean, to get what's blocked. And, again, I thought all of our guys.
When those kind of things are happening.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get what's blocked. And, again, I thought all of our guys ran hard. I mean, give it up for Malik Davis. I mean, just the holiday horror. I mean, it wasn't it was a holiday day? I don't think it was a holiday day, but, I mean, he's amazing.
Who did I tell y'all ran the best? Malik Davis. Abani Conda is not better than Malik Davis. Malik Davis is not in the running for the second running back on this team. I don't even know why people are saying stuff like this. Conda was running against the 3 and the 3.5 and the 4 defense for the Seahawks. That's what he was running against. Malik Davis actually ran against the 2, the 2.5, and the 3.5. Malik Davis, if we're talking about pure running, he looked the best as far as pure running. Overall, when you add in running, catching, and special teams, because I guess we're throwing that in, Jaden Blue is showing he's exactly what we are looking for. He's that change of pace, gadget guy, versatile running back. Everybody needs one. Sean Payton uses them all the time in his offense. All the time.
Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, whatever the day is, 14th August. I love that guy.
Tommy Arch, DallasCowboys.com. Brian, if you could expand a little bit more on all of your running backs, Jaden, Phil, those guys. What stood? I know you want to watch the film back, but what did you like from each of those guys?
Yeah, again, I think, I'll work backwards. I thought late in the game, Izzy ran really hard, man. I mean, it was.
Hold on. Y'all notice Brian Schottenheimer is about to say, I guarantee you, he's about to say some of the same things I said in the opening. What did I say about Israel Abanikanda? He was running against the 3, 3.5, and the 4 string defense of the Seahawks. What did Brian Schottenheimer just say? Israel Abanikanda ran good win late in the game. Stop playing. Stop playing. You're going to call me a prophet before it's over. Stop playing. I explained that, and that's why I know some people are like, ooh, Israel Abanikanda. Stop it. Stop it. He is not in the running for the second running back. He's not.
Heavy box, and they knew that we were in 4 minutes, and I'm really proud of our ability to stay on the field and not have to give them the ball back after we got the big stop after the muffed punt. And I thought Izzy ran really, really hard. I thought the receivers blocked really well. Malik, he's just a slasher, man, and his vision and understanding of blocking schemes and all that I think was great. Phil had some really good.
Again, Malik was the best runner of the night. Now he's going to explain Phil Mafah. Yeah, he had some good runs, but he didn't stay out there the whole night.
Runs. And then, Jaden, there wasn't a whole lot there, but, you get him going on screens and things like that. He's just, he's a weapon, so.
What did he just say? The same thing I explained. There was nothing there in the run game. Now, why did I say he passed the test? And Schotty is thinking and saying the same thing in a sense. He passed the test. Because even though there was nothing there, he didn't do something dumb like Traeshon Holden. He didn't go up in there and start trying to do a whole bunch of spinning and shaking and baking and trying to make this move and that move and then get careless with the football and then get the football knocked out of his hand. He passed the test. Exactly. Brian just said there was nothing there. But then what did he come back and say? But in the screen game, he's an absolute weapon. I know exactly what they're doing with Jaden Blue. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. They know exactly what they're going to use Jaden Blue for. Jaden Blue did great. He didn't panic. He didn't get impatient. He didn't make a mistake. There was nothing there. Sometimes you got to live to fight another day rather than doing what Traeshon Holden did. Because in trying to make the team and trying to make something happen, you'll find yourself off the team. Straight up. Straight up.
Again.
Yeah, we done boys said shaking the bacon and got the ball taken. Exactly, we done boys. Exactly. That's why I say Jaden Blue passed the test. He didn't do anything stupid. He didn't do anything stupid.
I'll know more watching the film, but they all ran hard. We found our rhythm a little bit in the second half.
Yep.
There's certainly a lot to clean up there.
Any early thoughts on Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence and what they did in their albeit limited time today?
Yeah, not really. Again, I know it seemed like Caleb was out pretty quick. That was the plan, of course, which you stick to the plan. And then I thought Malachi had a couple really good rushes that I saw affecting the quarterback. And, I thought he definitely settled in. But for the most part, those guys, we see it every day. They're going to get great work against the Saints here in a couple days. And all in all, I thought, they played well.
Andrew Destin with the Associated Press. Do you have any update on Phil, how his status is?
Yeah, he was okay. I talked to him. Yeah, he's okay. I think we came out okay, little bumps and bruises. Justin Barron, he got rocked a little bit. And then Phil, but I think everybody's okay. And, we'll figure out a little bit more when we, wake up in Oxnard tomorrow morning and get them all treated. But I know the masseuses are going to be busy tomorrow. So it's a physical game. And as you would expect coming in and playing the Seahawks, led by Mike McDonald.
This is where Phil Mafah, though. This is where Phil Mafah, your best ability is availability. And if I could say this like an old school coach, an old school coach would tell a player like Phil Mafah, you're too big. You're too big to be getting hurt in some of the ways you're getting hurt. You're too big, bro. Your best ability is availability. I don't care how good Phil Mafah can be. Phil Mafah has got to stay on the field. Because if Phil Mafah don't stay on the field, he's either going to be off this team or he's going to be on the practice squad. And with the route that, at the rate that Abani Conda, and I think you're going to see Traeshon Corbin as the weeks go on over the next 2 to 3 weeks. He may actually improve somewhat. Those two players may push your butt off the team. Phil got to find a way to stay healthy, man. Your best ability is availability. Bottom line. There's no other way to put it. Ignacio, appreciate you. He said, good start for these young players. Brown, Trigg, amongst others, look good. They really did. Love your insight, G. You the man. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, they look good. I agree. Amber Soprano, Amber said he should have just said Phil left and he is on his way to Jacksonville. Amber Soprano. Amber, he should just say he's on his way to Jacksonville. Man, I'm telling you, he gonna have to stay healthy because he is gonna be on his way somewhere.
A couple of things. You think Holden was pressing a little bit, trying to return that punt?
I don't know. I want to talk to him. I know he was disappointed. He knew he made a mistake. Traeshon wants to win. He's competing. I think anytime players step up, you can be affected by that. But Traeshon's a pro, and he'll bounce back.
And we talk about all the edge rushes, but James Houston continues to show up. He's like Malik Davis on that side. You talk about everybody else.
Yeah.
They still.
He's mad at me because I accepted the penalty. So I said, hey, you get lots of sacks. You'll be fine. But the guy's just got a knack.
Okay, now we know why James Houston don't have 2 sacks. There was a penalty on that play, and Brian Schottenheimer he accepted the penalty. Okay, I was wondering about that. I was wondering about that because I know I saw James Houston get 2 sacks, and Maurice Leofow was a half of that sack. So there was a penalty on the play. I remember now. There was a penalty on the play. They accepted the penalty, so they erased the sack. Now, James Houston, James said he was, Schotty said he's mad he accepted the penalty. Come on, James Houston, it's the preseason, bro. James Houston, it's the preseason, bro. Stop it, man. Stop it, bro. Yeah, let me read. See, Derrick Rose, he said, Emmitt Smith played with a dislocated. Hey, man, they don't make them like that no more. They don't make him like that no more. He played with a dislocated shoulder and was very effective, yet Mafah leaves the game with a chest injury. He's built out of paper. Oh, man. CGW, he said this is going to be a decision-making process from staff after 3 games. Some of it, CGW, is actually going to be made before 3 games. Yeah, some of these decisions. And the reason why is because it has to be. They don't have a choice. They have to get down to a 53-man roster. So, no, some of this is going to happen sooner than later. It is. It's going to happen sooner than later. And again, man, Phil Mafah cannot afford to miss a game. He can't afford to miss a preseason game. Yeah, we them boys. You know what, we them boys? I really do. I agree with you. I really think that we can get to around 42 men on this roster, and we pretty much know who's going to make it. There's about 11 roster spots that are questionable. I mean, again, we talked about this earlier. You're only talking about they're only playing for 1 wide receiver spot. I think the running back room is going to be the same. They're only playing for 1 tight end spot. You just think about a lot of these spots that's being played for. And the other spots, if they're not playing for a 3rd string, they're playing for a backup position. They're playing for special teams. The 1st and 2nd wave of this team, they're pretty much settled. Yeah, Antoine Bass, we've been talking about that. Antoine said he liked what he saw from Jaden Blue. I did too. That's what we were talking about. Stephen White, what's going on? Yeah, hey, Rodney, he gonna find himself on IR again. Exactly. He gonna find himself on IR again. So he got a. Yeah, Shadid, I saw a lot of players, man. They love Christian Parker. Yeah, it's gonna give him more confidence. It is. It's gonna give him more confidence. You watch what I tell you. All right, let's ask this last question to Schotty.
I mean, he's an awesome rusher, and he's been doing it in this league for a long time, and I really just appreciate the way he works, and it's a special trait that he has.
CP's first game, obviously calling plays from the sideline. How do you think that went for him? Obviously, the defense settled down after the first drive.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. And I was over there listening on too, and he is what he is, man. He's calm, cool, convicted. Again, when we gave him the ball on the muff punt down there late, he said they ain't in. I mean, like there was zero. We need that. We need the adversity. There's going to be adversity, and it's going to happen in this season. And so it was really cool for our guys to respond. But I thought he did a great job.
Man, I'm telling you right now.
You know, I always say if you have time to score, you have time for a call.
I like that.
Even though, as crazy as this is,
at AT&T, we guarantee your network.
Even though that play the Cowboys made in that goal line stance, I'm going to tell y'all something that is absolutely crazy, and you don't have to agree with me. Yes, Hawks, it's the preseason. But if you don't think that goal line stance really bolstered the confidence of this team, man, you ain't watching what's happening. You're not watching what's happening. I'm not going to tell you that was a season-defining moment. But I am going to tell you that is a moment in the season that's going to help define a moment in this season. That was a huge play. That was a huge play. This team looked at that play as in, this defense is real. Those are the 3rd string. That's the 3.5 defense out there. And they just had a goal line stance against the more like the 3rd string, but you're still talking about the defending Super Bowl champions. They made a goal line stance. That may not be the defining moment, but it's a moment that defines that this defense is better. It defines it. It's not that moment that was the moment right there that everything changed. But it's a moment that's helping to change the mind of this team. They looked at that, and then they looked at Christian Parker. They said, this stuff works. It works. Again, not a defining moment, but a moment that's going to define a moment. They're saying this thing works. Oh, they're excited. I'm telling you right now, they lost their mind, man. They lost their mind over that goal line stop. I don't blame them. A lot of people don't realize, man, that when there's a fourth down, this is why the tush push is such a dangerous play. The tush push isn't just a dangerous play because of how players could get injured. The tush push is a dangerous play to the opposing team because the tush push is a very demoralizing play. The tush push is a demoralizing play because it's a play that you feel like you can't stop. That's why it's so dangerous. You feel like you can't stop it. And that's why when you stop somebody on a goal line play, it's not the defining moment, but it is a moment that helps you define some things. And it tells you that when you can do things like that, you can do it again. Yeah. You can do it again. Those are the types of plays that you look back on later on and you go, hey, man, we've been here before. We've been here before. One of the things that this team has got to, as it keeps progressing, you got to be able to withstand turnovers. You got to be, I don't think we're realizing what I'm saying, some of us anyway. You want the type of defense that says Traeshon Holden can fumble, and not just Traeshon Holden. Let's just say Kevontae Turpin can fumble the ball in an NFC championship game. You're up 17-7. Turpin fumbles the ball. It's on the 1 yard line. And if they punch the ball in, it's going to be 17-14, and the momentum switches, and there's too much time left on the clock, and they can absolutely stop you, get the ball back, and get the lead. But when you can stop, when you can make that turnover and stop a team, because you already know their backs are against the wall. It's 17-7. It's a 2-score game. And you get those real cocky teams and they say, man, forget no 3. We ain't going for no 3 points. We going for 7. We going for broke. And you stop that team, man, those are defining moments. Those are defining moments. You remember things like this. And I'm going to tell you, you might not think what I'm telling you is really like it really don't matter. But I'm going to show you I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you I know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find this. Something happened in 2016. I'm going to show you something absolutely crazy. A lot of people, you probably never thought of this. But I'm going to show you something absolutely crazy. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find it here. I want you to see this in black and white. Something happened in 2016. Let me see if I can get this to go back this far. A lot of people don't realize. Y'all remember that 2016, that is the year that Tony Romo goes down in the preseason. Tony Romo went down in the preseason. And I can't remember the exact game. But I just want to take you back for a moment. You might not believe what I'm telling you. Then we're going to listen to another player interview. I want to take you back in time for a moment. People may not realize it, but we had a defining moment in the preseason games. Dak Prescott was the fourth string quarterback. There was no thought of Dak Prescott even being the second quarterback for the Cowboys, let alone the first team quarterback. But I want you to see something here. A lot of people don't realize it. But Dak Prescott was already having defining moments before Tony Romo ever got hurt. This is Dak Prescott's preseason numbers against the Rams in 2016. This was his first game ever. Dak Prescott went 10 for 12, 139 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Could y'all imagine if even today, if a quarterback put up those numbers, a rookie quarterback put up those numbers, people lose their minds. We might not have realized it, but Dak Prescott was already having moments that were going to define moments. This game wasn't a defining moment, but it was a moment that if we were paying attention, we realized already we had ourselves a quarterback. Now, we weren't thinking in these terms because we were all thinking Zeke Elliott, Tony Romo, they're about to go win the Super Bowl. That's how everybody was thinking. But pay attention. Dak Prescott turned heads in his first preseason game. Everybody started asking, who in the world is this doggone guy named Dak Prescott? He went 10 for 12 against the Rams, 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. So then you get to the next game. Let me see here. You get to the next game that Dak Prescott played. So the next game that Dak Prescott played, it was against the Miami Dolphins. It was against the Miami Dolphins. And when you pull up these numbers, do y'all realize Dak Prescott, Tony Romo didn't even realize it. Dak Prescott was already having moments that were going to go into defining a moment. Do y'all realize Dak Prescott was 12 of 15, 2 touchdowns, 158.3 quarterback rating? A 4th round pick? Dak was already having these types of moments. I'm not telling you what we did today in that goal line stance was the moment, but it is a moment that will eventually go on to help define a moment. People, while they were anticipating Tony Romo taking the Cowboys to the Super Bowl, people were not realizing we had ourselves a quarterback. Dak Prescott was already blowing every quarterback in the league out of the water in the preseason. Yeah, and some of it was maybe later on in some of the games, but you cannot deny Dak Prescott was blowing these numbers. He was blowing these things out of the water. But again, we didn't look at that at the time as defining moments. But if we go back in hindsight, we realize, but these moments were going to go on to define a moment because we didn't realize that just in the next week, after Dak Prescott has murdered it against the Rams, he murdered it against the Dolphins, something strange happened against the Seattle Seahawks. Tony Romo wound up getting hurt. And Dak Prescott did nothing but go for 17 for 23, 116 yards. Tell me this ain't crazy. So, when Romeo goes down, now all of a sudden, Dak Prescott rises to the top because Kellen Moore gets hurt. I think the other backup quarterback got hurt. And those moments that Dak Prescott had against the Rams, the moment he had against the Dolphins, and then he continued to carry it on against the Seahawks, all of a sudden now it's going into defining a bigger moment because Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys were about to go on one of the most insane runs you've ever seen in your life from a rookie quarterback. And so by this time, of course, it's pretty much come to fruition. Guess why Dak Prescott didn't put up numbers? Because Dak Prescott is about to be the quarterback. Yeah. So what Dak Prescott did in those first 3 preseason games where people might have thought that meant nothing, it meant everything. Because it was those games that just Dak Prescott just kept stacking them up and stacking them up. And so the Cowboys go on this absolutely ridiculous run. They won what? They won 1, 2. They lost. They lost again. Lost. Then they came back. They won 1. And let me see. Wrong season. I'm sorry. 2016. Dak Prescott doesn't play the last game. Gets beat in the first game. One of the very few losses to the Giants. Then the Cowboys go on one of the most incredible runs you ever seen in your life. They won 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat the Packers in that same year when they saw the Packers again at home. Beat the Packers at home. 5, 6, 7. And y'all remember this game against Pittsburgh. Dak Prescott throws that screenplay to Zeke, and Zeke ran into the tunnel. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Cowboys went on a 10-game winning streak. How crazy is that? But you know what gave them the confidence that they could do all these things? Because they had already done some of these things in the preseason. I'm telling us, man, these things matter. These things absolutely matter. And let me see if I can, there's something else in here too. We wound up losing the playoff game, of course, against the Green Bay Packers, 34-31. And it was so sad because, again, Dak Prescott and Zeke and this team dismantled the Green Bay Packers. I remember when everybody was talking about how great, how the Cowboys had smashed on the Green Bay Packers during the regular season. And this is why I believe if the Cowboys had beat the Green Bay Packers, the Cowboys were actually going to play the Seattle Seahawks the next game. The Cowboys had already dismantled the Seahawks in the preseason. And I believe they would have beat the Seattle Seahawks in the playoffs. And I believe the Cowboys would have went to the Super Bowl in Dak Prescott's rookie season. But again, all I'm saying is, you don't realize sometimes that a play like today, it's not something that makes your whole season. But it is something that as you get into situations, you're going to remember you did things like that. You're going to remember that the defense, the system, and all of these things, and even some of these players, they're good enough. They're good enough. So don't take these moments for granted, even in the preseason. Don't take them for granted. And so, man, we are watching, man, with these Cowboys. I'm telling us, man, we're literally watching with these Cowboys. I'm telling y'all, man, we are watching the making of something absolutely incredible. We are watching the making of something incredible. And so we just got to sit back and continue to watch it. I don't think the Cowboys are done building the team. I don't think they're done building the team. They're going to continue to evaluate. They're going to kind of look and see who gets cut here, who gets let go here. And they're going to still continue to tweak this team. They're going to continue to tweak this team. I believe the Cowboys smell blood in the water. I think they smell blood in the water. And they're going to continue to try to put together the best team in the NFL. They're going to continue to try to put that team together. I'm excited about it. They're going to continue to try to put that team together. So I think we got even more things in store, to look forward to with this team. All right, let's see here. They have some other people on here today with some interviews. Let's see. Let's listen to a couple of more of these. I'm really interested in Camden Brown. Let's check out Camden Brown.
Welcome, Cowboys fans, to the
if
world
there's
of
anybody you
Windstar.
want to hear from, is Camden Brown. Philadelphia Cowboys. Let me tell you what's crazy. Not only do we have Lamb, Pickens,
Can you just talk about
and
undrafted
Floyd?
rookie and
You hit it
it's
right
not a
on the
small
head.
school, but it's not a power
Now we
program.
got
but being
Lamb,
able to come
Pickens,
out
Floyd,
here and
Noy,
put on the show that you
and we got
talk
a
about
man
your
by the
great, what
name
this
of
says as
Camden
far as your abilities go.
Camden Brown's incredible. Now we got 4 wide receivers. I'm loving it. Let's check out Camden Brown. This is Camden Brown tonight on DallasCowboys.com.
Yes! Here we go!
Camden, can you just talk about undrafted rookie and it's not a small school, but it's not a power program, but being able to come out here and put on the show that you talk about your grit, what this says as far as your abilities go.
I say just waking up every day, having gratitude towards the game. I came from Auburn, I came from Georgia Southern, I done seen it all. Just to be here at this level, just putting it all together and being the best version of myself every day is the main ultimate goal of just life. Sometimes you get knocked down, sometimes you bring up, and today showed it all. Like just being undrafted itself, just put a chip on your shoulder. Like now that I look at it, I'm glad I got drafted because you can be the best version of yourself every single day, and you don't feel complacent a little bit. Like I feel like it put an edge to me, just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, very highly thankful.
What's going through your mind
What don't kill you only makes you stronger. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I love that speech, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. I got me a new favorite player now. I got Michael Trigg. I got George Pickens. I got Michael Trigg. Now I got Camden Brown. Of course, Dak, CD. They're already on the list. But man, these guys, man, these young men, we got the right kind of young men on this team. A lot of young guys with edge. Guys who got something to prove. I love it. CGW, yes, sir. Camden Brown from an HBCU trying to be the best version of himself. Yes, sir. Philadelphia Cowboy, future superstar. Absolutely love it, man. Love it.
Yeah. When the ball in the air is mine, that's always been the mindset from Georgia Southern to Auburn, and just having that mentality, because I feel like just playing football in general is having the right mentality. So yeah.
Camden, you set the school record at Georgia Southern for touchdown catches last year. What makes you so good at getting the ball when it's in the air and that it's yours?
I say being dependable, gaining trust from the coaches, from anybody for real. So just being dependable and just showing everybody that you can do what you got to do. Be available at all times. So I feel like just being here in the NFL is just about being available, building trust, building the best version of yourself, and being on your feet at the end of the day.
You mentioned that chip on your shoulder, and then the edge you play.
This young man gets it. He just said the very thing that I said Phil Mafah got to work on. Your best ability is what? availability. He gets it. This young man said two things, and really three things that are very powerful. He said, be available, be the best version of yourself. Watch this. Stay on your feet. Yeah, man. Yeah. Derrick Rose. I'm telling you right now, hey, Traeshon Holden, bro, he off the list, man. Derrick Rose, Traeshon Holden, he off the list, bro. This young man here, oh, man, this young man here.
With every day, what does that edge look like on a daily basis at camp? And how much does that remind you to not get complacent on a daily basis?
I say it's from the way you wake up. Shoot, every day you don't feel complacent. Wake up with an edge, showing gratitude. Like, don't show up every day and be like, man, I gotta survive today. Nah, you don't want to be like that. So me as a person, I'm showing up every day with gratitude every single day to play the game I love every day is football. So it's a privilege. So that's the main thing too. Yeah.
You mentioned going undrafted back in April, draft week.
Yeah.
What were the swings of emotions, and how does this night make you feel in a totally different place than that?
I'd say it was a great feeling because I feel like I get to prove another people wrong again. That's just who I am. That's been my whole life story. My little sister right here, she done proved everybody wrong. So that's just who I am. We all, like the way my family built, we always prove everybody wrong. So we just continue to do that and be the best version of ourselves every single day. We wake up.
Share about her story.
Yeah, she had kidney failure. People said she wasn't gonna make it past 3. She still proved people wrong, and she lived to 17 years old. So this past week was kind of a little rough for me because August 13th, 2021 was when the way she passed away. So I'm blessed. Just living through her every single day, and I feel like she lived through me today. So that's just the exciting thing about me every single day is the way I can share my story and be the best version of myself every single day.
A lot of receivers have.
All right, man. I didn't need to hear that story. I didn't need to hear that story, man. That's heavy right there. He done caught me off guard. That's tough right there. Let me show you another reason why this dude, I don't know if any of you guys have followed Camden Brown. Let me show you another reason why his story is incredible. Look at how crazy this is. This dude was at Auburn from 2022 to 2024. I thought when I was looking at this, I was like, this can't be the same dude. In 2022, 12 games, 1 start, 9 receptions, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2023, 13 games, 3 starts, 10 receptions, 105 yards, and 0 touchdowns. 2024, 12 games, 2 starts, 7 receptions, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Do y'all realize we can almost do the math for his statistics in 3 seasons at Auburn? We can pretty much do this in our head. So this young man had, what is that? That is 228, 13. He basically had something like 233 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around 233 yards, and I'm probably even doing that wrong. This young man didn't even have, that's 293 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever the case may be. This young man, I'm sorry. I said I could do it in my head. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on a second. I said I can do it in my head. I know I can. But you got 289 yards. I did it in my head. I'm sorry. 289 yards. 3 touchdowns. You're telling me 26 receptions. That's all he had. 26 receptions, 289 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 3 seasons. But then he goes to Georgia Southern, HBCU. 13 games played, 13 starts, 65 receptions, 1,079 receiving yards, 14 touchdowns, first team All Sun Belt and Sun Belt Newcomer of the Year. Wow. Wow. And then comes to the Dallas Cowboys as an undrafted free agent, starts turning heads in practice, and then in the preseason, the first preseason game of the year, he gets the player of the game. Almost sounds eerily like how Dak Prescott comes in. And Dak didn't come in, Dak had some incredible records. A lot of people don't realize it. But the fact that he fell to the 4th round, comes in the preseason and just balls out and then becomes one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen in our life. Man, this dude, Camden Brown. Wow. Man, I bet Auburn, I bet they're looking at this guy now like, whoa. Whoa. This dude about to make a mark in this thing, man.
How much comes in, you switch your skill set as far as your ability to do it regardless of who's understanding.
I say talking. Like communication is the biggest key when you come to football. Being with a team. Just talking. Just have a good conversation with people you building every single day. You have an opportunity to go with a quarterback, this and the third. I'm talking to Dak. I'm talking to Sam. I'm talking to Joe. I'm talking to everybody. That's how you build a connection with a quarterback. J.C. French was my quarterback at Georgia Southern. I built a connection with him. Peyton Thorne was my quarterback at Auburn. So just with them. They just text my phone to this day, so it make you feel like you did something right. Yeah.
You mentioned your sister. What would she say after a performance like this if she was still here?
She'll be proud of me. She's smiling at me right now. That's how I live through it. Like she's smiling at me, and I'm happy for her. I'm talking to Dak. I'm talking to Sam. Like communication is the biggest key when you come to football. Being with
All right, Echo should have stopped by now, right? No echo, correct?
Team. Just talking. Just have a good conversation with people, and you building every single day. You have the opportunity to go with a quarterback, this and the third. I'm talking to Dak. I'm talking to Sam. I'm talking to Joe. I'm talking to everybody. That's how you build a connection with a quarterback. J.C. French was my quarterback at Georgia Southern. I built a connection with him. Peyton Thorne was my quarterback at Auburn. So just building a connection with them. They just text my phone to this day, so it make you feel like you did something right. Yeah.
You mentioned your sister. What would she say after a performance like this if she was still here?
She'll be proud of me. She's smiling at me right now. That's how I live through it. Like she's smiling at me, and I'm happy for it.
To be able to have a performance like that, but also have a guy like CeeDee Lamb have the biggest celebration for you when you come back. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I say like on Sundays you watching them play and living out the dream that you're living right now. It's a blessing, and that's how you look at it for real. So I'm just thankful to even share the room with them, get knowledge from them, and that's for everybody in the room. I'm just getting knowledge. Everybody pouring into me, so that's a blessing in itself.
You've been doing this in practice, but doing it in the game, what does that mean?
How your dreams come to reality. That's just how it is, and every day from the preparation. That's how I look at it. I feel like I could have came out here and did what I got to do. So just keep doing what I'm doing. It's preparation. Say every time. So yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
You don't always say if you have time.
You think about what I told y'all the other day. Shannon Sharpe said it best. There's no such thing as luck, and I don't believe in luck. God has a plan. And when you think about, even if you talk about luck, luck isn't luck, but it's just when preparation meets opportunity. Some people call that luck. I call it a blessing. You must work relentlessly. Believe in yourself. Believe in God. Work relentlessly. And when your opportunity arises, you rise to the occasion. You rise to the occasion. And this is exactly what he did. This young man, boy, I am telling you, This young man's story is incredible. It absolutely is. Derrick Rose said Camden Brown played in the SEC. Scouts were simply dazzled by other receivers. Therefore, Brown was overlooked. And sometimes you got to be careful, Derrick Rose. You know, you go to those, you go to a big school like Auburn, man, and anybody who kind of understands the game, even if you go to a big school, if you were not a number one recruit, if you're not one of their big time scholarship guys, you got to play extra. I mean, you got to prepare, and hope you find a way to get your opportunity. You get lost at the bottom of depth charts if you're not careful in some of these big schools because they do so much recruiting. I mean, they literally do that much recruiting. So, you think about he go to an HBCU and a player like him, Cam Newton, went that route. There's other players that have went that route. You go to an HBCU and you got his size, his skill set, and you'll dominate on a level like that. You'll dominate on a JUCO or an HBCU. You'll dominate on a level like that. And then you can make a name for yourself and, look at him now. And the thing that I so admire about the Cowboys, Michael Trigg, and now Camden Brown, they are evidence of the Cowboys scouting program. This is Will McClay. This is Michael Trigg, Camden Brown. That is Will McClay written all over it. That is Will McClay. Will McClay is written all over it. They went out and scoured this college thing to see if they could find some players that were going to get overlooked. And I remember when we were watching the draft and I kept talking about Michael Trigg. And when I noticed that Michael Trigg didn't get drafted, I said, man, I bet you the Cowboys will go get Michael Trigg. And I was hoping they would go get Michael Trigg. And guess who they went and got? Michael Trigg. Yeah. And they got Michael Trigg. And unbeknownst to me, Camden Brown didn't even know who he was. Camden Brown's story is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Man, pulling hard for this young man. Pulling hard for this young man. Praying he has all, because I'm telling you, as good as he can be for the Cowboys, you have a running, you're telling me your wide receiver room is Lamb, Pickens, Flournoy, Camden Brown, and Kevontae Turpin? Oh my gosh. Who can stop you at the wide receiver spot? Can you imagine going in 4 wide receiver sets and Camden Brown is one of the wide receivers? How do you stop him? What if they go into a 5 receiver set and Michael Trigg, empty backfield, 5 receiver set, Camden Brown, Michael Trigg? Who's stopping it? Who's stopping it? Who's stopping Lamb, Pickens, Flournoy, Trigg, Camden Brown? Who's stopping it? Man, I'm sorry. This team has some weapons. And we them boys. I didn't even mention Smith. Man, I'm sorry. This team got some weapons, man. This team got some weapons. Andre Johnson, greatest offense there is. This offense got some weapons. It's got some weapons. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. If our offensive line gets it right, we're going to be absolutely unstoppable. If our offensive lines, if our tackles really get it, sky's going to be the limit. I don't know how you're going to stop us if these tackles are right, man. I just don't know how you're going to stop us. We're going to be unstoppable, man. I'm telling us. We're going to be unstoppable. Only thing that can stop us, and we don't even want to use that I word. I don't even want to use that I word. But I am telling you, boy, we got some weapons, man. Yeah, CGW, he said, can you provide a list of Hall of Fame players undrafted? Okay, I'll look that up here. Let's see here. Several legendary players went completely undrafted. Got some incredible names in here, dude. Got some incredible names in here. Kurt Warner is one of them. Kurt Warner is undrafted Hall of Famer. Warren Moon. I'm sorry, that's blasphemy. Antonio Gates. John Randall. I did not know. Oh, wow. I did not know Drew Pearson was undrafted. Wow. Did y'all know that? Now, I was born in 1970, so I wouldn't, of course, know anything about no draft in 1970. I didn't know anything about it. Drew Pearson was undrafted? Wow. Did not know that. Wow. Well, I'll tell you this. I ain't predicting nobody going to the Hall of Fame right now. But I'm telling you, the Cowboys got a couple of undrafted guys. Man, Michael Trigg. Oh, my gosh. Camden Brown. Ooh. Boy. Boy. I'm loving the Cowboys Nation. All right, this is the last interview we'll listen to. We may listen to the other two tomorrow. But gotta listen to Michael Trigg.
The official personal injury attorney sponsor.
Man, let me tell you something, Darren Davis. Yeah, I remember Tony Romo was undrafted. Boy, hey, Darren.
Cowboys, Michael Trigg, tight end. Just give us a quick rundown of how he first.
Miles Austin for about, 3 seasons? Boy, Miles Austin was unstoppable for at least 2. Miles Austin was unstoppable for about 2 seasons. And then he messed around and got with them Kardashians. I knew that man's career was over when he got with one of them Kardashians, bro. You ain't focusing on no football dating one of them, bro. You ain't. You are not focusing on football dating one of those women. All right, man, this is Michael Trigg. Oh, man, this is Michael Trigg. Man, this dude Trigg different, man. This dude Trigg, man, is different. Trigonometry, man. That's what I call it, man. Trigonometry, boy. Trigonometry different, bro. Let me see here. Yeah. Trigonometry different. That dude is different, man. All right, guys. This is Michael Trigg. Had a very good day today.
Cowboys, Michael Trigg, tight end here. Just give us a quick rundown of how your first taste of the NFL went tonight.
It was exciting. I mean, I guess I could say my coach and the vets in the room had me ready, prepared, so I was ready to go as soon as we got on the field.
When you're out on that field and you're able to get some of these plays, being an undrafted free agent, do you kind of go out there with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder there?
Yeah, I feel like you have to. Just coming from my situation, you know, every team passed up on me, so every opportunity I get, I just try to make the best of it.
And being a guy who's coming from Baylor, does it extra special to be
in Dallas?
Still in Texas?
Okay, Patrick, you might be right on that, because I was about to say, I didn't know Drew Pearson was undrafted. I'm gonna look that up.
Nah, definitely. I get a lot of love from our fan base, just being in Texas, being in Waco, being so close. A lot of people already kind of knew me, so it's like a second home.
Lunda Wells is a pretty spirited guy. What was kind of his message to you going into today, getting your first taste?
Just be ready and heavy hands. And put your hands on somebody, make them feel you.
You obviously had a successful start, some quick catches pretty quickly. What was your mindset going into today? I mean, did you feel nerves, or was it like, you know what, hey, I am ready to go?
I was telling some of the guys before the game, I'm not really nervous.
Okay, Patrick, let me give you an update. Yes, Drew Pearson was undrafted. It says after playing at the University of Tulsa, he was not selected in the 1973 NFL Draft. He signed with the Dallas Cowboys as an undrafted free agent and went on to a legendary 11-year NFL career, eventually being voted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Wow, did not know Drew Pearson was undrafted. I sure didn't. I didn't know he was undrafted. Yeah, CGW, I think you make a great point. Put him in the next game, play him in the scrimmage against the Saints, and then sit him in game 3. I agree.
We just got out of practice 2 days ago, so I'm still around football. I mean, it's just another game, another day, a hard day of practice for me.
You've been playing well throughout all of training camp. I mean, how has training camp gone for you? What's been your mindset coming into camp knowing that you're going to have to fight, and how you've done?
It's been pretty good. Honestly, I just go into every day with an open mind, ready to learn from my coaches, my vets, even DJ sometimes, but go with an open mind, 100% effort on everything I do.
Camden Brown is another undrafted guy. How excited were you watching him making those plays tonight?
I told him the other day, like, when I see him make plays in practice, like, it turned me up, like, it made me get a little riled up, so I feel like I need to make a play now, so now I see him make a play. But, he's a great player, great.
With both your quarterbacks tonight, what do you like from each guy? What kind of fits well with your game and just how they run the offense?
I think you can say they're both.
Oh yeah, we got a Dak Elite. We got a big week coming up. We're actually scrimmaging the Saints on Tuesday. Yeah, we're scrimmaging the Saints on Tuesday, and then we're playing the Cardinals on Saturday. Yeah, we got a big week. Yeah, we're gonna see the Saints. Saints about to come marching in. Yeah, we're playing the Saints.
Both composed, like they both take control, like in the huddle. Because, there's a lot of young guys in the huddle, so they would slow stuff down when needed. Tell if somebody didn't know a route, they would let them know, stuff like that. I feel like that's a great quality for both of them.
How exciting was, just the celebration with Camden after that? I mean, it looks like you guys were all going nuts.
I don't know. I mean, just the catch was, I was in awe by the catch. So when I seen him, like, yeah, he just turned me up. Like, I had to let him know.
Cool.
All right, thank you, guys.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. They're talking about the catch that Camden Brown made. Man, let me see if I can find it. I'm sorry, but the catch that Michael Trigg made on that sideline, there are not many people that can make that catch, man. Michael Trigg made a catch on that sideline that's absolutely stupid. I mean, stupid catch. Let me see if we can get that. See if we can get that catch real quick. I know we're gonna probably hit a little copyright strike, but I'll just cut it out. But shoot. Let's see if we can find this Michael Trigg catch. Oh, we got a segment to watch. I want to see what they said about the Cowboys on Nightcap. Shannon Sharpe talked about it. Let's see what they talked about. Hold on a second. We'll look at that in just a moment. Let me see if we can find this catch from Michael Trigg against Seattle. Man, this catch was stupid. This dude, Michael Trigg, got some, man, I'm telling you right now, Michael Trigg got some hands that don't even make sense, man. Now, again, I don't know if y'all ever seen Michael Trigg. I don't know if y'all ever seen his highlights. Let me show you this real quick. Because some people don't know what we're dealing with here. Some people don't. Hey, we them boys. My wife will tell you, I said the same thing. I said that same old Texas word. Ooh, man, I couldn't, man, I had to do a double take, bro. Watch Michael Trigg. I don't think people understand how great Michael Trigg hands are. Man, this dude is Odell Beckham Jr. level hands. Look at this dude's hands. What? Yo, G, Michael Trigg got Spider-Man hands, bruh. Good Michael Trigg. Spider-Man hands, bruh. I'm telling you, Michael Trigg got Spider-Man hands, man. Still got Spider-Man hands. Straight up. Straight up, this man got Spider-Man hands. He could have played it. He could have been the next big Spider-Man. I don't want to see if we can find that catch that he made against the Seahawks. I don't think people realize how stupid that catch was, man. That catch was crazy. Camden Brown's, and the thing that's really overshadowing that catch is the thing that's overshadowing that catch is Camden Brown.
That's Jake Bobo going in motion. Lots looking his direction. Able to sneak in.
Because, man,
and you look like a real Langston Patterson.
And I thought they would have had it singled out. Camden Brown made a catch that people just, you're not going to find a lot of anybody that's going to make catches like that. Michael Trigg has Spider-Man hands, man, I'm telling you. But a lot of people, they're talking more about the catch that was made by the Camden Brown catches went viral. But Michael Trigg, man, Michael Trigg got some serious hands, y'all. I'm just telling you straight up. Trigg got some serious hands. See if I can pull this catch up. If not, we're going to go on over to a Nightcap before we get out of here tonight. Let's see here. All right, let me see. Looks like a
He works back to the ball. He's got really good body control on the field. It's kind of disrespectful how he's not even in the PFF date at the top of the route. Gets 20 bench press reps and then really good jumps. NFL draft. That is Cam.
He's showing Camden
works
Brown
back to the ball, fights through contact.
I have to come back and use that. Yeah, Camden Brown, though. What Camden Brown is doing and what Michael Trigg is doing, if you go back and look at some of their college tape, it's really no surprise, man. It's really no surprise. These guys just got incredible hands, both of them. Camden Brown and Michael Trigg, they just got incredible hands. Shoot, Cowboys got them a couple, guys. I'm telling you right now. They got them a couple. Straight up. They got them a couple of incredible wide receivers. Let's try to see if I can find that. Man. I'll find that on the next show. Because I am telling you, man, Michael Trigg, Michael Trigg will catch some passes that will make your head spin, man. The dude can catch that good. And the Cowboys scouting knows exactly what they did. Yeah, Michael Trigg is one of them. All right, let's go over here to the, I didn't notice, looks like Shannon Sharpe, after talking so bad about the Cowboys. Hold on a second. Let me look at something real quick. Tack on the Cowboys has put this up over here. Let's see. Let's put this up here. This is a huge moment. Attack on the Cowboys posted this. This was huge. I'm sorry, it was huge. Yo, G, I'm telling you, this was huge. This was huge. This goal line stance, huge. These boys got an attitude, man. This was a huge play. Huge play. Wow. Look at this Cowboys sideline. You would have thought this was a regular season game. You would have thought this was a regular. It was a. Boy, hey, I'm telling you, it was a moment. It was a moment. What up, Vinny? Hey, it's preseason. It's preseason. But we happy with what we did today. It's preseason. But hey, the real test gonna be Vinny in December. So we happy with our depth right now. That's what we working with. Yeah, we happy with our depth, Vinny. Welcome back to the show. Yeah, the real test, Vinny, is gonna be when we play y'all in December. Gotta play y'all and then turn back and play the Rams the next 2 weeks after that. But our depth looked pretty good. Still, Hero said, just think backups. Just think if the tanks were here. Oh yeah, I'm liking what we're seeing. All right, man. Let's go over here and check out. I am tripping. I'm very interested to hear what they have to say because they have been very critical of the Dallas Cowboys. Shannon Sharpe, especially, has been very, very critical of the Cowboys. Let's see what he has to say about the Cowboys winning.
Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories.
The Cowboys, they them boys, Joe.
Yes,
they
sir.
beat the Seahawks 17-7. Cowboys pass rush today. They did have 3 sacks. Most of the starters did not play. Sam Howell was extremely impressive, although it was preseason. A big-time TD throw to Camden Brown. He finished 8 of 12, 94 yards and a touchdown. And the rookie Camden Brown out of Georgia Southern, Statesboro, Georgia, one-handed catch everybody's talking about. Did the Cowboys, Joe, we're going to start with you first as this is your team. Cowboys find a hidden gem in Camden Brown?
Man, hey, Uncle Ocho, don't act like y'all ain't see that. Camden Brown looked good tonight, especially the little one-hand catch he had. hey.
I am tripping that ISO is a Cowboys fan, man. I am tripping that this dude is a Cowboys fan. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Philadelphia Cowboy obviously is in Philadelphia. He's a Cowboy fan too. I love it. Absolutely love it, man.
Hey, I thought he was impressive. I thought Joe Milton was impressive. You know, I like what I seen. Obviously, you know, we're still at a stage to where we're kind of, you know, just evaluating guys because you don't get your big guns playing probably till the second or the last game of the preseason. But it was fun to watch them boys get up and down. I honestly was impressed, bro. I was impressed.
I mean, what you think of Ocho?
Hey, honestly, Joe, listen, the young Bulls are making some plays. Obviously, you want to evaluate some of the talent that's going to be backups and maybe third stringers, some of the players you want to bring back for your practice squad. But again, Joe, I know I just want you to remember.
Yeah.
Caution to the wind that this isn't just a preseason.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, I'm with you. You got to look.
Now, if this was the Cincinnati Bengals, Ocho Cinco would be going crazy up here.
Too excited for me, Joe. You got to look too excited.
Damn, man.
Yeah, hey, ain't no thing, but this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Being able to evaluate players and seeing those players that can make plays on the big stage in certain pressure moments. Even though people say, oh, it's not a pressure moment, it's just an NFL game. No, it's more than just an NFL game. It's more than that because there's a lot of pressure on these players that are trying to make the team. And one of the things that you most of the time that you do is in situations where you can't make mistakes because you're trying to make a team. You make mistakes because of the pressure that's on you. And I mean, listen, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Cowboys, Joe. You know how I feel about the Cowboys offensively.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
My only worry is defensively.
Right. And I thought, hey, look, and you speaking of defense, Seattle looked good on that first drive. Uncle Ocho, Drew Lock took them down, scored right away. I'm like, damn. You know, that was fairly easy if you ask me. You know what I mean? But after that, we slowed them down. They ain't really.
No, you didn't slow them down. They slowed themselves down by putting Jalen Milroe in the game.
Wait a minute. Amber, you talking about Shannon Sharpe. Amber, you talking about Shannon Sharpe when you say with his soft self. April Shaw said, I don't know who Shannon Stylus is now, but bless him or her, Shannon looks GQ instead of Medea. Yeah, he changed it around, didn't he? Yeah, especially if he got in trouble about that girl. Yeah, Shannon changed it up. It was a good idea for somebody to tell him to grow that beard out and, let his hair kind of grow out, let the gray show. Yeah, it was a great idea, if that's what you're talking about, April showers. I think it was a great idea. Say it, Bozo. Yeah.
That's not nice.
Because he thinking 7-on-7 that he got all day, Ocho, to throw the damn football. He refused to throw the football on timing. And if it's not there on timing, throw the ball out of bounds, throw the ball away. But he constantly think he can pat the ball. Down. Down. Bro, get rid of the damn football. And Drew Lock had the guy on the sluggo, Ocho. He had him for an 80-yard touchdown. Yeah. He overshot him. That's not the time to show off your arm. Even if you underthrow him, at least give him a chance to catch the football because if you overthrow him, he's not going to catch it. Maybe if you underthrow him, you get a PI. It's a spot foul. It's plays like that. And Drew Lock has been in the league far too long. He's been a starter in Denver. He's been around far too long to make that kind of mistake. But I thought Jalen Milroe, after a guy that was in the league, he's going into his second season, I didn't think he played well, Ocho. Given who he is, being in his second year,
yes, sir.
Those are mistakes that a rookie makes.
Yeah,
not a second-year player.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now, y'all might not realize it, but Shannon Sharpe is actually making the same point that I made when I opened up my live stream. There's a reason, though, why Drew Lock. See, Shannon is saying something. Drew Lock has been around in this league. Drew Lock can actually play this game. But because of Christian Parker's defense, do y'all remember what I told y'all? I guess now we probably about, it's Sunday. I guess I told y'all Friday. I mean, after Cowboys After Dark and everything I've been doing today, I don't know what time we on. But Christian Parker's defense is going to give quarterbacks in this league that we're playing a lot of problems. Christian Parker's defense is hard to deal with. It really is. It's hard to deal with. They call this defense the Dak and Mahomes killer. If you're not those two quarterbacks, you're probably not going to fare too well against it. And that's one of the reasons why Philadelphia has been beating the brakes off teams over the last couple of years. Go back and look at some of those Philadelphia seasons with Vic Fangio and Christian Parker. Man, they are nightmares against opposing quarterbacks. And quarterbacks don't fare too well against the Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, as I said last year, Dak Prescott is one of the very few quarterbacks that did well against the Philadelphia Eagles, and Dak slashed them up almost twice. But for other quarterbacks, especially a quarterback like Drew Lock, Christian Parker's defense is a problem even with backups. Yeah. Christian Parker's defense is a problem even with backups. So Shannon is saying that Drew Lock knew better and should have did better. But the problem is he couldn't do better because of that defense and the way they were playing. Man, I'm telling you, this defense is a handful. This defense is a handful. And when done right, it's very few quarterbacks in this league that can deal with it. If their name isn't Dak, if their name isn't Mahomes, if their name isn't Burrow, it is very few teams, quarterbacks, that will be able to deal with this defense. And that is one of the reasons why I'm telling y'all, do not be surprised. Cowboys will open up the first two games against the Commanders and the Commanders and the Giants. This defense, I will not be shocked if it's ranked top 10 because those two quarterbacks are going to struggle against the Christian Parker system. Lamar Jackson, we're going to see. But I think it'll even get Lamar Jackson to where he's going to have to run the ball a lot. And I think that'll be the problem with him. But CJ Stroud, not worried. I think it's going to give him problems. Jordan Love's going to give him problems. Baker Mayfield can ball. He's ball. He's pretty bold. He can ball. But we'll see what happens with him. But when you look at all the other quarterbacks, the Cam Wards, everybody knows Jalen Hurts struggles with too high safety. And if there's anybody that knows Jalen Hurts is going to be Christian Parker, Christian Parker's defense is a problem, all but for the best quarterbacks out there. His defense is hard to mess with, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, look. When you think about it, though, Seattle came out super sharp, though. Okay,
They did. They look good.
Yeah, I thought they were hitting on all cylinders, but I do like that Camden Brown kid because think about this.
Yeah.
You got Lamb and Pickens out there, man. If you can come up, and I know we got other receivers too, but to have a hidden gem like this, is
Lanoy.
Oh man, it's perfect.
They really. I was surprised. Hell, I didn't expect CD to play because Dak didn't play guys. I didn't expect CD and Pick to play. But damn, they rested their third and fourth guys, fourth and fifth. I'm like, well, damn.
Hold on, hey, Uncle, you know what that means? Especially Joe, when you rest your third and fourth, fifth guys, that means that's just how good they look.
Yeah.
There's no question. There's no concerns when it comes to the third.
Hey, Shannon Sharpe just made another great point. The Dallas Cowboys were resting third and fourth string guys on offense. But let that sink in. They were resting third and fourth string guys. That's crazy work. It's crazy work.
Four guys and who they are, that's why they had them resting. If they didn't look good in Camp Monk these past 6, 7, 8 days, they would have been playing.
Yeah, I think for the most part, Joe Ocho, you said something very important, like about the not making too much of a big deal out of this game. But who goes into a job interview and say, man, this ain't no little job interview.
Right.
Every job interview is important. That's what this is. If you're not CD Lamb or a Pick,
right,
it's a big time job interview for you.
Yeah,
if you're not one of the starters, on one of the 11 on offense, one of the 11 on defense, this is a big-time job interview for you. Not only for the team that you're on, but for the other 30 teams that's going to get tape of this ball game. Right. So you constantly, you're always in a situation where you're trying to impress. Even if you want to impress yourself, because you want to make sure that what you've been practicing and everything that you've undertaken and all the.
What did Camden Brown say? Be your best self. I don't know who been helped, man. Camden Brown. Shout out to Camden Brown. Shout out to his parents or whoever he's been around. They have instilled some great things in that young man. Be your best self. That's what Shannon is talking about, because you're always being evaluated. So when you get that opportunity, you run with it.
Season work that you put in, you want to make sure that you know what is paying off. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't pay off here, there's 30 other teams. Maybe it pays off somewhere else. So you always want to put your best foot forward because you never know.
Right.
And sometimes guys like, well, man, I ain't this, bro. Yeah, you might be struggling with that team, but you might need to go somewhere else. And if you go land somewhere else, that's your opportunity.
Yeah.
But I agree with you guys. I thought Seattle came out, looked really good. They looked really sharp. 1, 2, 3, ball was out. 1, 2, 3, balls out. Guys made plays. I like Drew Lock stepped up in the pocket, scrambled, picked up a first down. I like that. Made a big time throw. Guy got held, still made a big time throw. The guy caught the football. But I think Dallas' response. I was really impressed with Dallas' response to go right back down the field, even though they didn't score a touchdown. But think about it. Seattle had the ball for like over almost 8 minutes. Then Dallas get the ball and then give the ball back to him till 12 minutes left in the second quarter. I was like, well, damn. This guy, I say, hey, we might be on about 9:30, 10 o'clock the way at the pace they go. Damn.
Yeah.
It was like tick, 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 tick. But I in a situation like that, the ball is moving, the clock steadily moves. You like games like this here. You can get into a rhythm, not a whole lot of stoppage. It wasn't a whole lot of injuries, guys going down. Yeah. I was impressed. I thought both teams played extremely well, considering this is the first preseason game. And I'm not saying, oh my God, Seattle's gonna be back-to-back Super Bowl champs or the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not saying that, but I thought the flow of the ball game and the way they played, I thought they looked really crisp tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, we them boys. Let me tell you something, man. Boy, Camden. No, wait, not we them boys. April Showers. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, April Showers. Shoot, Camden Brown got me wanting to do a documentary. Shoot, Camden Brown got me want to do a documentary. Got me want to do a documentary. Shoot, think I'm lying. Camden Brown story's incredible. Story's absolutely incredible. I was trying to see, somebody just said here, who was this said this? They were asking, did I see what D-Law said after the game? Derrick Rose said, "You degraded your show by showing Shannon the hater. It kills him to compliment the Cowboys." Derrick, that's why I'm surprised. That's why I wanted to hear what he had to say, because he normally be hating so bad on the Cowboys. Somebody was just saying that DeMarcus Lawrence said something after the game, which I didn't see. But I did see, though, Steel Hero, DeMarcus Lawrence said before, man, I am rolling on your avatar there. Dukes of Hazzard. Man, I used to watch. Y'all remember, if you're old enough, y'all remember Friday nights watching the Dukes of Hazzard? Oh my gosh. It was, man, oh. Boy, those were good, man. Those were good times, man. Still Hero said what D-Law said after the game. I know he said before the game, he announced that this will be his last season. Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence said this will be his last season. He announced he's retiring now. I don't know. Is that what you're talking about, Steel Hero? But he said before the game, actually, he said he's done. There's just a little bit more of this and then we'll be done with it. So we don't degrade the show.
So hey, the way Camden Brown look, they might not even pay pick now, Ocho.
Nah, don't do that.
Did Christian, and I said I didn't want to say it. I don't want to go there. I don't even want to start that. I said it, I was thinking it, but I don't want to go there yet. I want to enjoy the season. I don't want to cloud my brain with Camden Brown is so good that the Cowboys may go. I don't want to go there, Cowboys Nation. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. And I mentioned earlier, did I not tell y'all Camden Brown got some of that same ilk of high pointing the ball that George Pickens has? I ain't going there. It's too early. It's too early. I'm not doing it, Cowboys Nation. I'm not doing it. It's too early. I ain't gonna start this.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm just saying, Joe. You say you liked it,
but it's good to have a reliable fourth, fifth, third option. You know that you feel like it's comfortable that can step up in some of these games, man. Damn,
yeah, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Some pressure out Pick and Lamb. Come on now.
Hey, but they already.
I ain't going there. April showers.
They already got one, Joe.
Illinois.
He's nice, Joe.
Illinois, number 19. Yeah, he really good.
He's nice. But Joe, I know how much you love Pickens. I know you want to play for your Cowboys, but in a sense, when you think about it, you have to take the emotion out of it. You have to take your heart out of it. You got to want the best for Pick. You got to want the best for Pick, and you understand the best for
stop it, Ocho Cinco. Now he talking about you got to want the best for Pick because he talking about getting paid. Stop it.
Pickens to get what his true value and what he deserves.
He gonna get his value.
There. They franchise tagged him for a reason. You know why they did that?
Why's that?
Because they didn't want to ruffle any feathers, paying him more than what he's worth because it would be more than what CeeDee Lamb is making. Allow him to flourish this season with you guys. This is a small window of opportunity for you guys to do the most you can and capitalize on having all the talent you do. Maybe you can have a long playoff run and maybe go to the Super Bowl. But don't try to hog the man's presence.
Well,
undervalue him. You're undervaluing him.
It ain't that they don't value him, Ocho. He just been with us for 1 year. Damn, can we see something else?
You gonna see it this year. You gonna see it this year. Hold on. Listen to me. George Pickens is
They're paying George Pickens, man.
$44 million wide receiver. He has that kind of.
He's not getting $44 million. He's gonna stay with the Cowboys.
Skill set. He brings that to a team. That's what his value is. Right? He's being underpaid this year, even though he's making 27. Chad, I mean no disrespect. I'm speaking in NFL terms of the top receivers in the NFL on what he's making. That's all. That's all, Joe. So listen, let Pig have his fun this year. He's gonna go bananas this year. Okay?
I hope so.
Jerry's not going to be able to afford it. Because you still got to pay Dak.
Hold up. Don't tell me what Jerry can't afford. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me what he can't afford. What you mean? That man pockets run deep, huh?
Joe, there's a salary cap, Joe.
Damn that salary cap, huh? We gonna make.
Hey.
Spoken like a true Cowboys fan.
Get one of those old Kawhi deals. You hear me? Allegedly, one of those Kawhi deals where you go to a dealership and sign autographs.
Yeah,
that's another $3 million.
Yes, sir.
Jerry got a bunch of things going on in Dallas. He ain't just a football guy. Jerry worth a lot of money, so he got a lot of things going on. They find ways. Hey, CD. I got this old abandoned house over there, really nice. Go check the mattress. Couple of million fall up out of there.
Hey, I got a question too.
Stop it, bro.
Not the turnover or ruffle any feathers. Do you think stuff like that happen for elite players and there's a salary cap issue and they deserve more than what they get? You think they do that sometime?
They probably put stuff. They probably like most of the time. Ocho, what they do is like, okay, I want a suite in my contract.
Yeah, we them boys and Derrick Rose. Ocho Cinco might not know this, but you're actually not supposed to inhale the cigar smoke. Yeah, inhaling cigar smoke can have some. It can have some intoxicating effects, man. So he on one tonight, man.
You know what I'm saying? The quarterbacks,
right?
I bet you all the quarterbacks got a suite in their contracts,
right? But they don't have to pay for it.
But I don't. To that extent, the risk isn't worth the reward.
Okay, that's what.
But Roger Goodell would hammer you if you circumvented the salary cap.
Right.
All the other owners would
want
Roger to come down so hard on whoever had done that.
Right. Okay.
Because remember what they did now. When they had that uncapped year, and Washington lost, $30 million, $30 million. I think the Cowboys lost 20-something million in cap space. Mm-hmm. So they whittle your cap space down. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, something of this magnitude,
right?
Where you circumvented the cap, and which they did. Man, I can see now in today's term, they might take $50 million worth of cap space from you.
What?
Yeah,
that would cripple your team and your chances.
Yeah, that's the whole objective, because you want punishment to be swift and harsh. It's not only for the team that did the act; it's to deter others from doing said acts. That's what punishment is meant to do.
Yeah,
punishment should be swift and harsh.
On, man. This
and it should be as a deterrent.
We ain't doing none of that.
Quarterback like you once could. You can't attack the receiver like you once could. They encourage you to throw the football, but a clock has to go off, bro. Everybody talking, we about to set y'all, but they don't know what I know. I got that big joker. Yeah. I got that one that's on that bicycle, Joe. He's sitting on that old big wheel bicycle.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm just letting them talk. Yeah, boy, we pulling teeth. Yeah, give me that. And then all of a sudden, I go and flip him on.
Yeah, again, appreciate that. We'll let them go. I think it's gonna be Von Miller, Eric Gates. I really do. I think the Cowboys are gonna probably get Von Miller. I think they're gonna try to use that salary cap money they got left. They're gonna use that. I think they're gonna wait and see what's happening around the trade deadline. I still think there may be a 1 or 2 transactions before the season starts. Again, I'm not gonna be surprised if the Cowboys bring in Von Miller. I'm not going to be surprised if they bring in Von Miller, because Von Miller wants to play for the Cowboys so bad, and he may actually give the Cowboys some kind of discount.
On the day.
The Cowboys may be able to get him for the Cowboys may be able to get him for a very good price. So I'm not going to be surprised if the Cowboys bring in Von Miller, and then they'll save that big money if things start really clicking and clacking. They might not even need to do anything at the trade deadline, and then next year they use that money to do some other deals, and George Pickens, I believe, will be one of those deals. Yeah, I believe G gonna be one of them deals, man. Yeah, I really do. But man, I'm telling you, I just think the Cowboys, man, overall, I think the Cowboys just had a very, very good night. I think this is going to be more of this to come. We got a long way to go. I'm going to enjoy every moment of this. I'm not going to rush into the season. We got to go through, let me show you the schedule for this coming week. We got a pretty heavy schedule coming up this week. Football season is about to be in before you know it, man. It is crazy to think that the Cowboys are going to be playing a regular season game in about 4 weeks. This is the Cowboys schedule coming up for the rest of this week here. Check it out. Cowboys, it's this week. The Cowboys will be scrimmaging the New Orleans Saints. They will be scrimmaging the New Orleans Saints. Sure will. So, from what I can tell, let's see, today's the 16th. Looks like the Cowboys will be off tomorrow, or today. I'm sorry, it's today. Cowboys will be off today. They'll be practicing Monday, and then we'll be scrimmaging the Saints on Tuesday. Probably take off Wednesday. And then we'll be, I don't know what the rest of the schedule looks like. And then we're going to be playing the Cardinals on a Saturday night. Absolutely awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. Need to get me one of these books. Yeah, Monday will be an open practice, scrimmage on Tuesday, and I guess we don't have a schedule past that. I'm sure we're going to probably be getting back to Oxnard, I think we'll be getting away from Oxnard, California, won't we? Yeah, won't we be getting away from Oxnard, California? Let's see, when do we see? Yeah, training camp should be over because I think they're getting ready to have some I think they're getting ready to have something over at the Star, it looks like. Yeah, the Cowboys, as a matter of fact, they're going to be leaving Oxnard, California. Yeah, they're done in Oxnard, California. That's it. Let me see. Where are we scrimmaging the Saints? Because we're going to have a preseason game against the Saints. I wonder where is the Saints game? I wonder if they're coming to California. So, because the Cowboys are leaving Oxnard, California. It's over with. Yeah, this is it. I didn't even realize that. It's it. Cowboys are done in Oxnard, California this week. Yeah, they're wrapping it up. So I would assume Monday will be the last practice at Oxnard, California. They'll scrimmage the Saints, and then they'll be back in DFW. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be back in DFW this week. And they have already been talking about it. Let's see, because if I'm not mistaken, the Cowboys are selling tickets to the Star. Let me see here. They're opening this up for people to come to the, or it's free. I'm sorry, I said they're charging, but it's free. If I'm not mistaken, they're having people to come out to the Star. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually the last game. Let's look at this real quick in case y'all didn't know this. This is something I guess I didn't think about. Cowboys will have their last practice, I believe. What's going on, Wolf King? What up, Newhouse fam? So the Cowboys, I believe, will have their last practice here. They'll scrimmage the Saints, so they'll be their last scrimmage for the year. And then they'll play the Cardinals. They're going to be back in Dallas. Yeah, well, I guess we're going out to Arizona, and then we'll be back in Dallas. So we're done with Oxnard, California. And so they'll be at the Star in Frisco August the 25th. Open practice for the fans. Cowboys night in open practice. So that'll be the 25th. So maybe the one for the fans is the 26th. And then we'll be playing the Saints for our last preseason game. Yep, be playing the Saints for our last preseason game. And then it'll be time for the season, Cowboys Nation. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy work. We are literally about to start. We're about to start the season, man. Yeah, we're about to start the season. I'm excited. Yeah, I think Von Miller is going to be the guy they're going to bring in. I mean, it won't surprise me if it's Von Miller. I think Von Miller is going to be the guy the Cowboys are going to bring in. See, G-Dog, no, he didn't. He was better in his younger years. Who are we talking about? I'm sorry, who are we talking about when we say younger? Better in his younger years. Oh, we're talking about Von Miller. You're talking to, yeah, Von Miller. I think that's what they're going to bring in. Because, again, Von Miller got 9.5 sacks last year. And Von Miller didn't even play. You don't even need Von Miller to play but maybe 15 snaps a game? You give Von Miller about 15 snaps a game, man, and Von Miller, he'll get you double-digit sacks. Von Miller will get you double-digit sacks if you let him play about 15 snaps a game. I don't think Max Crosby is a reality. Yeah, I don't think Max Crosby is a reality. What up, Geese? Yeah, I don't think Max Crosby is a reality. Now, I think in 2027, Max Crosby may be a reality because I think the Raiders are going to shake Max Crosby after this season. And I'm not going to be surprised if they shake him at the trade deadline. Question is, will we be there to catch him when they shake him at the trade deadline? Yeah, well, will we be there to catch him? Because I'm not sure. Because I think the Bears are going to make a run at him if he gets shaken too. Yep, I don't see Josh Sweat either. I'm not sure Josh Sweat really fits what they want, what they're, I don't know, and I'm kind of like leery of Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat was over there in Philly complaining, gets a contract in Arizona, now he in Arizona complaining, and then now he wants to be in Dallas. I'm not sure on old Josh Sweat. And, you think about Will McClay kind of gave us a hint of what the Cowboys may be looking for. Will McClay said they're going to gauge the talent and they're going to get somebody that makes sense. SENSE and CENTS. They're going to get somebody that makes sense and sense. And so Will McClay has already said, man, temper your expectations. Don't expect those big, because a lot of people want them, but he's saying don't expect those big Max Crosby type moves. And I still say, for as much as some people say Jordan Brooks is now set up perfectly to sign with the Cowboys, I'm not sure if that's true. Troy Aikman is over there in the front office now. I'm not sure. Now, again, if Troy Aikman is truly the football guy that he says that he is, do we really believe that a football guy would trade Jordan Brooks? Now, I'll be honest with you. I would trade Jordan Brooks. I would have traded Jordan Brooks before he got the deal. And the reason why I would have traded Jordan Brooks is because he's, 28 years old? You're trying to start totally over? I don't think Jordan Brooks makes sense on your team. I mean, unless you just want him to be that older veteran on your team. I don't even think Max Crosby in the grand scheme of things. I don't think he makes sense for the Raiders. I mean, unless they start winning this year. I don't think he makes sense. G-Dog, let me tell you something. The New England Patriots are absolutely dumb if they were to trade Christian Gonzalez. They would be absolutely dumb. Christian Gonzalez This dude is like top 2 cornerbacks in the league. I don't know if there ain't no way I would let go of Gonzalez. If they let go of Gonzalez, please bring him on. Because Christian Gonzalez will put them clanks on you. And he young? Shoot. Yeah, Newhouse, that's why I say I don't think Brooks is coming. And I think that may have Troy Aikman written all over it. Man, I don't think Brooks is going nowhere. Now, I don't think Max Crosby actually makes sense for the Raiders. I don't think Crosby makes sense for the Raiders. Yeah, International Brown, I've been saying that for 2 years now. I said the Cowboys are going to get it in 2026, no later than 27. Yeah, I've been saying that one. So, yeah, we're going to see. But, man, let me tell you something. I wouldn't. Only problem with getting Christian Gonzalez, I think you're going to have to give up something. I really think you're going to have to give up something to get Christian Gonzalez. And I'll be honest with you, man, some of these players the Cowboys got, I'm not even prepared to give them up. I'm not even prepared to give up none of these players the Cowboys have. Cowboys have accumulated some serious talent, especially in the wide receiver room. I'm not letting any of those wide receivers named Lamb, Pickens, Flournoy, now Camden Brown. I'm not letting them dudes go nowhere. I'm literally about to have the best 4 wide receivers in the game, man. I'm about to have the best 4 wide receivers in the game in 2026 and 2027. Man, you get them guys hitting on all cylinders. I'm just saying, man, you line up those guys in a 4 wide receiver set. Man, you might as well call the police. You might as well call the police when the Cowboys line up those wide receivers because there ain't nothing you're going to be able to do to stop them. You're going to need the SWAT team to stop those wide receivers. Yeah, Geese, I saw where Brian brought us. Now, again, significant trade is very subjective. What's significant? When we say significant, how significant? Significant as in significant to who? Significant to who? So, yeah, kind of, I know Brian said that, and I really respect and trust a lot of things Brian says, but I'm taking that with a grain of salt. Because Christian Gonzalez isn't significant. Christian Gonzalez. Excuse me. Christian Gonzalez isn't significant. Christian Gonzalez is literally franchise changing. Christian Gonzalez is a franchise changing defensive back. Yeah, he's franchise changing. He's franchise changing. That's a whole different level. Von Miller is what I call significant. And probably even what you would call significant, he would be significant subjectively, not objectively. Some people may look at Von Miller and say, I don't think he's got anything left to be significant. But when you look at what the Cowboys already have, Von Miller actually is significant. But Christian Gonzalez, nah, that ain't significant. Christian Gonzalez is franchise changing. I mean, you ain't getting that one. I don't think you're getting that one. Still, what's going on? He said, y'all got Williams from the Jets and don't really have any draft picks. Yeah, you do. Cowboys still got a first and a second next year, I think. Cowboys, if they want something, someone needs to trade a key player if they want a significant player. I don't think they need to do that. And I don't think they're going to do it. And that's one of the reasons why I don't think the Cowboys are going to, again, some significant is very subjective. And Will McClay has already clarified this. Will McClay has already told us, temper your expectations. Temper your expectations. Because a lot of people, they keep screaming Max Crosby. No, they're not doing Max Crosby. They're not doing Max Crosby. They may do Max Crosby next year. They're not doing Max Crosby this year. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm going to sit back and do exactly what the Green Bay Packers did and do it even better. it seems that the Raiders and Max Crosby got a problem. Well, I'm going to let that problem get worse. And I'm going to make them come knocking on the door to me and ask if I want Max Crosby. And I'm not, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm not getting in a bidding war for Max Crosby. I'll put my offer up if Max Crosby come, and I'm done. I'm not going to go through with Max Crosby. I'm not going to go through a Max Crosby bidding war. So, again, when you think about the Cowboys, they may think the longer this goes, they don't need a Max Crosby level player. Because think about how much better the offense keeps getting. Now you got Michael Trigg. Now you got Camden Brown. You just added 2 more weapons to your offense. The more weapons this offense has, the more it doesn't have to get. They don't have to get that top tier player anymore on defense. They probably say in their own mind. So they're going to get somebody. I don't think it'll be Crosby. Yes, sir, Geese. I'm glad you found the channel too. Appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get Max Crosby. Not in 26. I think it'll be 27. CGW said the Cowboys have 5 picks in 27. Yeah, they got 5 picks. And I think they'll be willing to deal them. It's just going to have to be the right deal. And they'll only deal one of them. It'll be the first round pick. Yeah, they'll deal one of them. Newhouse said this is the deal. We see all these good players, but the Joneses family play politics, which is favoritism. Don't be surprised some of the players that look good be on the practice squad. Well, you know what? Let's look at the squad real quick. I think the reason why some of the players will be on the practice squad is that they already have a really good squad. Cowboys got a really good roster, man. If you're on this team, the reality is, man, you're only on this team fighting for 1 or 2 spots. And that's the gospel on this team. The roster is really good. It's really good. That's why a lot of people keep saying how great the Cowboys roster is. I mean, you think about it on this roster, man, you're not really, what are you competing for? I'm not saying what are you competing for, but I'm saying what are you competing for? You're not changing out anything on this right here. You're not changing this out. When you look at the second line of defense, there's only 1 wide receiver spot left. Cavonte Turpin is under contract, so there's only 1 wide receiver spot left. The Cowboys are going to have a hard decision to make. The Cowboys are either going to carry 5 wide receivers, 6 wide receivers, or they're going to have to take a chance like they did last year with Ryan Flanoy and let one of these wide receivers hit free agency and then get them back on the practice squad. Well, I'm going to tell you, if they keep 6 wide receivers, I'm going to tell you who I believe those wide receivers are going to be. Y'all ready? I'm going to tell you who I think those wide receivers are going to be. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Ryan Flanoy. That's 3. The Cowboys may have to force themselves to go with 6. Because 4 will be Cavonte Turpin because he's under contract. If you go with 5, you only got 1 spot left. If I got 5, I drafted Anthony Smith. I got to choose between Anthony Smith and Camden Brown. Who am I choosing? Well, if I'm the Cowboys in that situation, I'm going to run with Anthony Smith and Camden Brown. I'm going to let Marquise Valdes-Scantling go, Jonathan Mingo go, Traeshon Holden go. I'm letting all these guys go. Jaden Smith, Jordan Hudson, Denzel Mims. I'm letting all those guys walk. If I can, I'll keep 6. And I may, depending on who it is, I may bring somebody back to the practice squad. I believe if Marquez Valdes-Scantling don't make the team, I think he's going to retire because he was going to retire anyway. Now, when you look at the running back situation, because that's the only other place you can be competing, I'll be honest with you, there's no competition. Javonte Williams is going to be the number one running back. Jaden Blue, contrary to what people think, even though they keep talking about number 2, I don't think he's the number 2 back. I think he's the change of pace back. Malik Davis is going to be the number 2 back, or he's going to be Javonte Williams' backup. Phil Mafah can't stay on the field. Phil Mafah is going to find himself on some kind of practice squad. I think Abani Conda may find himself on the practice squad. When you start looking at this team, there's just not a lot here. There's not a lot here. You look at the second line of players on the offensive line. Nate Thomas, he going to be here. Nick Leverett, he's probably going to be here. TJ Bass, I know he's going to be here. Right guard, Trevor Keegan. Right tackle, Drew Shelton. You drafted him, he ain't going nowhere. So these guys, most of these guys back here, they're going to be gone. Tight end room, they're going to have a decision to make. Jake Ferguson, here. We saw today, Brevin Spanford, here. Schoonmaker could find himself being the odd man out. I believe Michael Trigg is going to be on this team. Schoonmaker could be actually on the way out. Either a trade or he don't make the team. Trigg moves up to 3, and maybe you look at one of these guys back here, put them on the practice squad. You go with 3 tight ends, and then put one of these guys back here on the practice squad. Quarterback, I think Joe Milton is beating out Sam Howell. So again, you look at the defense, all of this up here, it's already taken care of. You look at this back here, it's all taken care of. What is anybody playing for back here? You're not taking LT Overton's place. You're not taking Jay Toya place. You're not taking Bullard. You're not taking Houston. You're not taking James. You're not taking Barham. You're not taking James. You're not taking Lawrence. You're not taking Devin Moore. Marquise Bell, I could see him being out. You're not taking PJ Locke, Revel Jr. I could see Reddy being out. But Marquise Bell might not be out because the Cowboys got him under a contract, so he might not be out. The rest of these guys back here, Justin Barron may make this team, but Sam Williams, I think he may make it to see what he is. But a lot of this back here, expendable in practice squad. You're not really... These players on this team, the squad is so good, these players weren't going to make it anyway. These players not going to make it anyway. They weren't going to make it. They were not going to make it. The Cowboys just really went out there in free agency, did a good job, drafted well, got some carryovers from the draft. So they got draft, free agency. A lot of these people, they're just... There was never a chance of competition in some of these positions. But I'm excited to see it all the way. I'm excited. I think all that's saying is the Dallas Cowboys have just done a really good job with their squad. And so we're going to see who that difference maker or difference makers are they're going to bring in. All right, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Overall, Dallas Cowboys, man, very impressive game for a preseason game. Very impressive game. We haven't won the first preseason game since 2017, and we win a preseason game tonight. Christian Parker's system looked really good. I'm very excited to see what Christian Parker's system looks like with the starters. So we'll be seeing that soon enough. We'll be seeing it now less than a month. Yeah, we'll be seeing the Cowboys less than a month. We'll be looking at the entire, let's see here, I was trying to look at the schedule. Cowboys' first game of the season, September the 13th. We are less than a month away from the Cowboys playing on a Sunday night. It's about time for some football. Yeah, man. It's going to be great. All right, man. Looks like the Cowboys are going to be off tomorrow. We're going to come back. I'm pretty sure we'll come back with a show tomorrow at some point. If not, you'll see videos. I may take a day off tomorrow myself, but you still are going to see videos. But if we do get a chance to do a show, if we don't get a chance, we'll be back Monday. But we may find something to do tomorrow too. But man, I'm excited. Teron Williams. I got a notification today, or yesterday. I got a notification today. Yesterday was exactly 2 years. Yesterday was exactly 2 years. I started covering the Cowboys in the 2024 season. Yep, the 2024 season. So I've done 24, 25. Now I'm on my way to 2026. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. Looking forward to many more years with you guys, and just keep building and keep building and keep talking about the Cowboys. And I believe we're all going to watch the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. All right, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I got to go preach tomorrow. Try to get me a couple hours of sleep, and then I'm in the pulpit. To God be the glory. I appreciate y'all, man. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys and we talk facts. Peace.